Welcome back to Puzzle Agent 2. Last time we beat the first game, and we found... Okay, let me reorientate myself. So last time we played Puzzle Agent, we saved... Well, we didn't save anyone. We opened the eraser factory, which was our main goal. We also found Isaac Davner, the deceased foreman, except he wasn't deceased. He was being held as bait for little red gnome people. Unfortunately, we managed to get to him, but so did the gnomes because we opened the way. Whatever the reason for all of that is unclear because we were taken off the scene very quickly once we got the eraser factory open. But is that really going to be the end of the story? I mean, here's the thing. I've played this game too, but I've got very little memory of the in-betweens. I just know the ultimate ending of the game and the mysteries. Let's go for new game. Press play to start the game. Oh, here comes Nelson Tethers again.
Nelson Tethers, Department of Puzzle Research. Just arrived in Scoggins, Minnesota. There's a weird man staring at me. Some kind of thing going on at the local eraser factory. Locals report hearing whispers. Snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw...
So he's reviewing his tips that he was constantly using through the first game. Seems like Nelson hasn't moved on from this case. He's still thinking about it. Can Nelson see the unique details of the moon? So we're going straight into the puzzles. Rotate the rings of the scope until each ring is locked in place, and each column of symbols contains no duplicates. Okay.
Skarna7 random with phone.
Hey, Marco. Basically just started. What was the deal again? Rotate the rings of the scope until each ring is locked in place, and each column of symbols contains no duplicates. Okay. I'm gonna assume that I can't just put them all together like that. No. I see. Can't be like that. Can't be that. Oh! Solved it. I think. I can't even change this now. And that is a gnome face. First puzzle. Done. I guess we're really not getting away from the red gnomes. Or little people, rather, is what they're calling themselves. Yes. How? Why are there is a hidden person on the moon? Is this a fragment of Nelson's imagination? Yeah, could be. Nelson was around them for way too long. Could be like Reapers, where if you're around their presence, they eventually just indoctrinate their madness inside you.
Eraser Factory is back open, even though Foreman Isaac Davner remains missing. The Bureau's marking this case officially closed.
What the hell is this guy doing? Ingram.
Oh, hiya, Nelson. Thought you'd left for the night.
Okay. We're in our office again, but we never actually got to look around in our office. It's a shame, actually. It is really goofy. seriously though, this game could have done way stronger with more interactable look ats, so you could like have Nelson just comment on stuff, like most point and click games. I guess it does remove a lot of the fluff that would like. It's not necessary, I guess, but I don't know. It feels like we missed out on something. So Ingram.
I beat this game in less than 4 hours.
Yeah, they're not super long, these games. Vegetable crimes.
How are things going in vegetable crimes?
Oh, that's his
Guys in
department.
leafy greens are pretty busy, but you know how dull it is in roots and tubers. We haven't had a real case since the Taro murders back in '76. What I wouldn't give to see some field action like you did. Puzzle division. Wow.
He definitely looks like he belongs in a vegetable crimes division. Scoggins.
Are you looking through the Scoggins file?
I sure am. Oh, I hope you don't mind. It's just, I'm kind of a fan.
Kind of feels
You didn't just
confidential.
reopen some eraser factory. You completely cracked that case like it was some first-timer's letter substitution puzzle.
Yeah. Crack that case wide open.
Yeah. Well, let's see why you're trespassing.
So, what are you doing in my office?
Check it out! I just solved the latest from Japanese puzzle master Hanji Monosaki. It's rated 4 dragons. Looks like you've got some competition in the puzzle-solving department.
Yeah, about that.
Can you solve the 4 dragons puzzle designed by the puzzle master Hanji Monosaki?
There's more in vegetable crimes.
What is the next number in the sequence? Oh, God. I fucking hate these kind of sequence puzzles, because there's usually a riddle to it. Fuck. 11, 12, 1, 2. I'm supposed to see some sort of sequence here, but I fucking hate it. I don't think I can get anything from 4 dragons. That's what the name is. Next number in the sequence. 11, 12, 1, 2.
I think it's 22.
22? I guess I'll go with Marco's suggestion, because honestly, I don't... I'll be honest, this is genuinely one of the most unlikable kind of puzzles. The whole sequence of, like, try to figure out this, like, hidden tiny little detail that helps you figure out the sequence. Because ultimately, I don't know, it's like... questioning whether or not you're supposed to do math, or you're supposed to, like, look at the picture and get something from that, or
Listen,
what.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
I could get hints, I guess, but screw it. You were wrong, Marco. It was your answer. Okay, fuck it. I need a hint. Never needed a hint in the first one, but the pattern seems to be resetting after hitting 2012. It can't be fucking 3. I swear to Christ if it's just 3. That's just fucking... No. That's a stupid one. There's no puzzle there. It's literally just ignore everything about it being a puzzle and just guess that it would be 3. I guess it maybe tries to do something with time, but still.
Yippee. I wasted $197,000.
Nice try, Jim, but you see here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even notice how you could
Don't
get any
worry,
other
You
answer.
almost... Hey, Jim, if you like puzzles, maybe you could do me a huge favor. I'm going to be
Ooh.
taking some time off, and I've still got all these tapes from the Scoggins case.
You want me to log them into evidence? These tapes must have all the puzzles.
Thanks, Jim. And I'll probably be recording more notes while I'm away.
No problem. Just mail them back to me and I'll file them through vegetable crimes.
Thanks for the help, Jim.
Hey.
Yeah, Nelson. Have a good trip to... wherever.
The Bureau's marking this case officially closed, but I can't leave it like this.
Oh, well, so much for subtlety. So Nelson is going back to
The
Scoggins.
factory foreman is still missing. And there has to be some rational explanation for all the things I've seen. It's going to take all my vacation time, but I won't be able to relax until I've found Isaac Dapper and gotten to the bottom of this case. The only way to do that is to go back to Scoggins, Minnesota.
I still feel like this game should have been a different mystery. It should have been a new case with in a new place with new weird people. I don't like how this game tries to explain everything that happened
By
last
eating
time.
gummy spaghetti with sugar on it,
I'm
apple
finally
flavor.
back in Scoggins.
Ugh. Everything about that sentence
Place
was
is
wrong,
a lot
Marker.
quieter at night.
Oh, old man is
I
still
don't
here.
see any of the familiar townspeople. I'm going to check into Valda's Inn and get a fresh start on the case in the morning.
I mean, memory serves, we were threatened with death multiple times the last time we were here by many residents, so we might not be super safe. There's a lot more gum right now. Jesus Christ, so much more gum. This has been still not fixed properly, but let's go into Valda's Inn. Oh, the gnomes are gone.
Oh my, Mr. Agent Tethers.
Oh, she does not look happy to see us, I guess. Oh, stuff's fixed, I guess.
Stove still working fine, Ms. Garrett? Good, then I just won't go anywhere near it ever again.
Balls. E3.
The gnomes are gone.
I kind of miss the wooden gnome collection, Ms. Garrett. Made the whole place seem creepier.
That's a weird thing to say. I'm gonna say more colorful, maybe. That's how I see it. Hello, miss.
Good evening, Mrs. Garrett.
Oh dear.
The gnome
I mean,
trafficker got
good
them
evening,
LUL.
Agent Tethers. I didn't expect to see the FBI back here in town. Not now that the eraser factory's back up and running.
This is just a personal trip.
It's true, they might have been airlifted out with birds. Honestly, it's a shame. This character was kind of the only nice character we had in the first game, and now she seems exceedingly uncomfortable with us. Isaac Davner.
Has anyone heard from the factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
What? Who? Oh, no. I mean, I don't recall anyone with that name.
Oh boy. Hot dish?
I never did get to try your famous hot dish.
Ooh, well, have a seat and I can whip up. I mean, we're all out. No, sir, not a scrap of it anywhere. Can't make
Oh.
any hot dish for the guests just come in from the cold.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
The eraser factory. What do you think
I
about
suppose
that?
the factory's still running with no problems?
Oh, yeah. Our plant supplies the White House with all of its erasers, don't you know?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, ma'am. It's a national treasure.
You
Sure.
helped us get to the bottom of that nasty incident like a real town hero.
Well, it was no...
Which is why it's so unusual that you'd be back in town again.
Bit vague
He got
concerning
no.
feels.
He returned monkey. He got castrated.
All of the memes. Besides the last one, I'm not sure where that came from.
Do you know where I can get some chewing gum?
Gum? Oh my, no. You won't find a stick of it anywhere in town. Not until spring at the earliest, and maybe not even then.
Okay,
Why do
that's
you
not
say that?
changed.
There have been rumblings in the town council trying to ban it within city limits.
But gum's the only thing that helps me concentrate.
Yeah, it's all part of the new Keep Scoggins Beautiful campaign. It's just a darn shame. You can see pieces stuck to walls and trees everywhere you look.
I'll be on the lookout for it.
Oh boy. That's super gross, Nelson. You probably shouldn't ever mention your weird habit of eating already chewed gum. But sure. Vacancy.
Could I get the same room I had last time?
Oh no, oh dear, this is terrible. We're completely booked up, I'm afraid. No vacancies.
They're trying
No
to lock us out.
vacancies?
We
In
must rebel
Scoggins?
and start a revolution.
Oh yeah, lots of, tourists. Here for the snow and, erasers. You can see here for yourself.
Martha claims that she's booked all of the rooms in the inn. Can you figure out the room assignments and that will satisfy everyone's requests and the spare room for Nelson to stay in? Okay, here are the rules. There are 6 rooms in the inn, 3 on each floor. Guests' requests are: Mr. Maxwell insists that he stays on the floor above Miss LaRue. Miss Dimpleton will not stay on a floor with more men than women. Mr. Blesson and Mr. Carlman always get rooms on the same floor. Alright, so Dimpleton cannot go on the same floor as Blesson and Carlman. Okay. Let me just see the rules. Blesson and Carlman. So these two have to be on the same floor. But, oh my god. Dimpleton needs to be on the other floor. Maxwell needs to be on the floor above. So that needs to be like that. Rules. Dimpleton also needs to be up here. LaRue needs to be up here, and Nelson needs to be up here. I believe? Miss LaRue, actually. Huh. LaRue needs to be on the lower floor. Is it like this? I think maybe it's like that. All the men are at the top.
BRB, gonna make pizza.
BRB, okay. Don't worry, I'm sure you've already seen all of this. You've given the impression that you've played before. Have a wonderful time cooking, Marco. So, Blesson and Mr. always gets rooms on the same floor. I think this
forgot most of
matches, though. Maxwell insists he stays on the floor above Miss LaRue. Miss Dimpleton will not stay on a floor with more men than women. So I think that works. Again, I love the logic puzzles that have you go through a kind of logical line of understanding. We forgot most of it. Yeah, this game is a little more forgettable compared to the first one, I feel. Mr. Maxwell's request to stay on the floor above Miss LaRue helps put the rest of the guests in place. Miss Dimpleton's request for more women on the men on the floor requires her to be on the same floor as Miss LaRue on the lower floor. Cole and Blesson wants to stay on the same floor, and the top is the only floor with 2 beds left. Nelson fits the last remaining room. Yeah.
It looks like there's a room available.
Well, isn't this embarrassing? Ah, that room is being, fumigated. Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
No, not ghosts. The other thing.
Bed bugs?
Oh, heavens, no. Of course it's not bed bugs. It's, painters.
Painters.
The room's being fumigated for painters?
Don't be silly, Agent Tethers. I mean to say the room's being painted. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to look somewhere else.
But it's freezing, and this is the only hotel in...
Yeah, no vacancies. You'll just have to go outside.
She's trying to hint towards something. But yeah, time to go outside then. I mean, we could just get, like, completely kidnapped at this point.
Scoggins hasn't wasted any time making me feel unsettled and unwelcome. Tried to check into the hotel, only to be told there were no vacancies. Unless the town's become a tourist hotspot, the innkeeper is trying to hide something. Just heard something from the alley behind the hotel. The alley where I saw one of those creatures. I'm going to investigate.
He looks so worried every time. More gum! How do you get up onto the second floor to grab that, Nelson? Whatever. I'm sure nobody will stop us from investigating. Oh boy. We're definitely hearing the whispers.
Oh, it's just the door.
So we're being let in? Well, she didn't actually seem like she wanted us to leave. She constantly was being essentially having to.
The noises in the alley turned out to be nothing more sinister than a back door to a warm room for the night. There has to be a reason Mrs. Garrett doesn't want anyone to know I'm staying here.
Yeah.
But that is a mystery for tomorrow.
Got a puzzle. So yeah, Miss Garrett was like really happy to serve us hot dish and whatnot, but she very quickly had to remind herself that she's not supposed to let us stay here for some reason.
For a second, I thought I saw someone on the street below. Probably just my imagination.
Yeah, don't worry. You totally aren't getting constantly told that you're not welcome, but yeah.
I wonder if I could sneak this painting out in my carry-on luggage.
Is that really necessary, man? You're an FBI agent. You can't not be making like a very large amount of money. I feel like the amount of money we're spending as well on.
Stare at me all night while I sleep. Comforting.
I feel like the amount of money we're spending on taxpayers' money on these puzzles. I feel like it's increased since last time. Wait, what was the... Help trace the sightings of hidden people by arranging the photos in order. Oh, okay. So it's the same as before. So, the last one has to be this. And then that. I think that this is it, right? Tracks have to come in third. Unless we're like, it snowed at some point. But yeah, the little steps came in first. I guess the little people just accepted it at this point. They just exist. Everyone knows about them. They just don't like talking about them. Eggplant. Right, they're getting sent through the vegetable division. Right. Hidden sightings. Nice. Inspector grade A. Top agent. The key to the master, the marks left in the snow. The first photo starts with one hidden person's footprint. The second only adds 2 sets of human footprints. The third and fourth show Nelson's snowmobile, making the conclusion easy to make. I still hold that.
Care of that one.
The second puzzle we dealt with was stupid. It was not a puzzle, it was just like the antithesis of a puzzle. You're supposed to ignore the fact that it's a puzzle and just guess the most unlikeliest answer. Whatever.
It's clear now that the mysteries of Scoggins go deeper than the incident at the eraser factory. And I'm convinced I made the right choice to come back. Assuming, of course, I make it through the night.
Oh god, it's that astronaut again. He really did show up in the first game at the very start and never showed up again. The way they cut off the screen. Oh, we seem to have gotten a note. Isaac Davner does not exist. And a little puzzle on the back. Discover the secret message by placing the names of Scoggins' missing residents in the order they disappeared, starting from the first to go missing. Well... So are we to assume Isaac Davner was the first to go missing?
It's no good. Someone knows I'm in town, because I've just received a note.
Oh.
Isaac Davner does not exist. I won't have any idea what that means until I've gotten enough information to solve the puzzle on the other side. My first priority tomorrow is to take this note into town and find out what these names have in common.
Well, word to give you a puzzle that you can't solve at the moment. I mean, I guess it did it in the first game, but it still felt like you had all the pieces, and they just kind of removed the pieces later on. Oh, hey, skier man. Oh, who is that? Daryl or something? I think that's his name. Wait, has the other guy gone missing? Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Flyers. Crash of a black moon.
Excuse me. Daryl, was it?
Hang on, Hey, you're that FBI guy.
Yeah.
Special Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
So Daryl's gone missing.
Could you
Daryl?
tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrelope country.
Barrelope?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen him since.
Barrelope. Alright.
Is there
it
anything?
Sam?
He's allergic
Okay.
to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Okay. Isaac Davner.
Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner since I left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory. He went missing after the factory shut down.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
Hidden people.
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
Jesus, man. A lot less happier. Flyers.
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure. Federal tax dollars at work.
Okay. Daryl is passing off flyers, and
You're terrible at puzzles. Worst I've ever seen by a mile. What are you, fly vision? Look at this puzzle. It's ages 6 and up. You are up, Winston. You are way up. You want to say that to my face? This is a corner piece, Winston!
so don't know if that came through on the actual stream, but I beat the puzzle. It was getting every missing one to 12, basically. We did it anyway, and it was kind of unnecessary, but whatever. We did it.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just
Screen
last
back
week.
now, but a little laggy.
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred, something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
God, you're so pissy.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend.
Okay, things should be fine now.
And look for
It's the
Daryl's
bug,
brother,
dude.
of course.
It's the bug? What, like Twitch has a bug or something, or an OBS bug? Or are you just like saying bugs in general? Either way, let's go back into the inn. Are we going straight up into our bedroom? No, we're going in the back route where... Let's thank the lady for
Hi, Mrs.
being
Garrett.
kind enough to let us in.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh,
I mean
it's
the
not
dude
that
with the bug
mysterious.
box.
I'm sure she just... I mean, whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
I see. He's the guy with the bugs. Sadly, he doesn't seem to have any more bugs for me. We got a lot of things to talk about, I guess, but I don't think this is necessary, but let's still go through it.
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error. Oh, silly me.
Well, okay.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. But that's no reason to be inhospitable.
Right, so visitors.
Is there anyone else staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Somebody left a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Bjorn,
Oh
you
my.
bitch.
I was at the desk all night, and I didn't see or hear
Could be
anyone
Bjorn,
come in
yeah.
or out.
It probably was Bjorn. He was like looking at us while we first came in here to this town again. So, hidden people.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
That's it.
Agent
I'm starting a
Tethers,
gum
that's
revolution.
just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Speaking of that, what happened to your collection from the window?
I only asked about that.
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit,
Alright,
too.
he did actually black market it then. Okay.
Nobody's ever mentioned actually seeing one of the hidden people?
Oh, Agent Tethers, they're just stories people tell to make the long winters more interesting. Nobody
fucking
really
told you.
believes in that. Except that poor Bo Murphy, I guess. And Steve, over at the diner. Oh, and the Brotherhood, of course.
Okay, so many people still think of it as real. Good.
Have you seen Bo Murphy?
That was a crazy
The
dude.
last time I saw him, he was in the alley, talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions about it.
Bo
Let me guess,
Murphy?
he went missing?
Well, I haven't seen him in...
Oh boy.
Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's
Anyway,
been quite some
I
time.
done making pizza.
Hey,
Mumbled something about going into the woods to finish a
what are the
conversation.
toppings?
Haven't seen him since.
Did you file a missing persons report with the sheriff for Bo Murphy?
She didn't even seem
Oh
to notice
my,
him
no.
gone.
I didn't even realize he was gone until you mentioned it. Bo was always a little
Normal,
unusual.
no
even
toppings.
before he started talking
Hey.
about the whispers.
It's good.
I'm sure he'll be back before you know it.
Why complicate a pizza with weird toppings? A hot dish?
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real, I'm afraid.
Ah,
It's been a bad winter for moose meat, and the man who usually
Huh?
delivers the cilantro has gone mysteriously missing.
oh, curious. Well, goodbye.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Okay. So, we got nothing else, I suppose. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Can't skip this, sadly.
Stove still?
Yep, I have to wait for the dialogue to start. Something in the back alley? Just seeing. Oh, nope, that's the way to get out because we can't be seen heading in. Anyway, I guess we're going to the researcher who went missing? The campgrounds, right. Or the researcher's assistant. Other people have gone missing and we're investigating all of them, too. Okay. My little,
Now
strange
you
little
may be
home
thinking,
down here.
how did cat make the pizza? And I gotta say the Italian blood runs through me and my mom is a goat, so I got some magic power.
I
That
see.
fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
I thought you were a shapeshifter, Marco. Couldn't you just shapeshift into a larger being and then make the pizza that way?
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
Oh,
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call
Versteckt?
me Alfred.
Alfred.
I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
Shit, that would have been smarter.
Honestly, anthropology is actually a very is it what's it called again? Anthropology? Maybe. It's essentially the study of culture and history, and the why people are the way they are, like the reason behind the things we do as people. I always thought it was an interesting thing to look into. So you got a missing friend, buddy?
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock. Very bright young man. Disappeared, oh, when was that? 2 months ago?
That was before the incident at the eraser factory. But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
Oh god, we're gonna have to deal with Bog
People here are
again.
more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Well, now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have
I
an
fell
effect
in
on
love
him.
with the Charauders in
How
Soul
do you
Hacker's
mean?
smiling face with hard
He
eyes.
became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time. He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend. I thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
Oh. Okay. Well, good to know that this place does teach you how to be insane. Researcher.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins,
Hey.
Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
Honestly, it sounds more like you're making into an actual literal force than just culture.
How long have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years?
Uh,
I'm on my
what?
8th government grant.
Okay. What about Isaac Davner?
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making.
5 nights in
To the
Scoggins
people
for
of
1 night
Scoggins,
with
he's
Milady.
the archetype of the martyr.
I
A
know
ritual
what I'm
sacrifice
choosing.
made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero in a quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right.
No need to be mean, Agent Tethers. He's just a little kooky, but I feel like this is normal for this town. He's been here 15 years. It had to have affected him at some point.
You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely
If you
driven
want to know
and
my answer,
extremely
just
dangerous.
ask nicely.
I don't need to know that you're going to spend 1 night with Milady. I already know what the answer is.
Thanks for your time, Alfred.
Thank you.
If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Will's. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
Yeah,
Like he
that. Yeah. All FBI agents have to record all of their interactions, huh? Well, did I actually look at this?
You don't know me enough.
That fire
picked
pit hasn't
both.
been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
Yeah. You picked both? Well, anyway, I guess we're done here. Let's go to the sheriff's station and talk to Bogg, the guy who put a gun to our head at one point. It's definitely what I want to do. I mean, at this point, it's obvious. It's probably clear that Bogg is part of the Brotherhood.
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Bogg's office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Yeah, you'd have to guess that the only place they'd go out for a bite is the diner. So I guess no, we're not getting in here, huh?
A note on the
I
door
bet you
says,
$5
"Out
that I will
if
survive
I
5
won
nights
any
in Scoggins, cool cat.
I mean, surviving in Scoggins doesn't seem entirely difficult. You just have to not ask questions, basically. And, you know, stay indoors. Especially during nighttime. If you see little people, just pretend you can't. Alright, the sign is still fixed. Oh, I didn't mean to... Okay. I don't know why that came from if I clicked...
I will
Where's
stay
what?
out late and I will ask questions, cool cat.
You're asking to be kidnapped and possibly sacrificed to whatever god they believe in. Between the 5 generators, power all devices using every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their powered needs. Okay. So, wait. They'll split power if they're used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their powered needs.
I got the power of my mommy on my side, they ain't gonna do shit.
Well, I'm gonna assume that that man, Actually... Does it have to be like that? And then this to this? Well, that's actually not good enough, I don't think. I don't like that. That goes up to 35. If I do this... Like that. But if I did this... What about that? I might be overcomplicating this. Okay, this might be what I'm thinking. So... This one's gotten 15 from this one, and it's got 15 here, 10 from this one, so that's 25. Okay, that's not okay. No, reset. Reset. That's not okay at all. The only way to get 15 from here is to split one of the 30s, or get the 10 and then half of this 10, which would be awkward. I don't think that would work. But what if I did this? These two things are powered completely. This one needs 30. So if I split here like this, that's gone up to 40, and it needs 5 from this. That's already fully powered. This is 25. It needs 15, which you can get. Okay, so it's like this. Like that. I think that's correct. 15, and this one gets 40. 25 from this, 10 from this, and then 5 from this. That's 40. This gets 30 from 2 15s. This gets 15 and 5 goes up 20, and then 25, 45. Okay, that should be right. Yeah. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Top agent. How? The biggest power demand is the computer's 45 unit need. That takes 30 and 10 generators, plus the 5 from the 10 generator nodes. The rest of the devices can be attached in a number of ways using the remaining power nodes. Okay. Ugh. Well, I guess I managed to get that randomly. But we got another missing poster on the
Daryl's disappearance has got
wall
to be
here?
tied into all of this somehow.
Surprised they aren't ripping the posters down from how many of these people go missing and they don't seem to want to talk about it. But okay, let's go in and deal with all of the people that essentially threatened to murder me last time. Oh, there's the sheriff. Oh, and there's Glory and Steve. So 2 people who have attempted murder on us. And another guy who's criminally black marketing wooden gnomes?
The place just isn't the same without the Daryls, boxing up insects and being generally annoying.
Okay. Let's talk to Steve first.
Equal distribution of weight between birds. 12 votes to title compensation circuit. The whispers. Oh,
Oh god,
Hi,
no.
Steve.
Steve's going through the
you're
whispers.
that FBI agent. Grapples?
Tethers.
Missing persons.
Have you seen Isaac Davner around town?
Davner, the old eraser factory foreman. Oh, nobody's seen him since the incident.
Missing persons.
There seem
Anymore.
to be a lot of missing persons cases around Scoggins.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Did you know any of the missing people?
I don't talk to a lot of people in town. Just here for business.
Mm-hmm. Hidden people?
What can you tell me about the hidden people?
I'm not into that anymore. The market dropped out on gnome figurines.
Oh.
No, I mean real ones.
Real hidden people? Are you trying to catch me saying something crazy? Is this entrapment?
No, I just want to know about what you
Are
know.
okay, Steve? You seem tense.
You okay, man?
I'm not tense. Lots of people have trouble sleeping. It doesn't mean anything.
How long have you had trouble sleeping?
Since the eraser factory reopened. Why?
Just asking.
Okay, business.
How's business?
I'm not into tchotchke smuggling anymore, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was just...
You can't prove anything.
Calm down.
Okay. It's that I just can't figure out this problem. Maybe you can help.
Transport the 4 animals across the river in as many trips as you need. Keep in mind the boat's weight limit and prevent the critters from eating one another. Okay, so this is one of those, the old get the animals across the road without dying. And yeah, okay, so while the animals are friendly, left unattended, the bear will eat the wolf will eat the mongoose will eat the snake, and the snake will eat the bear somehow. I like that in brackets. Somehow. I don't know how, but the snake will in fact eat the bear. Okay, the boat has a weight limit of 201. Okay, so the bear can go on its own. Right, so they eat in this kind of order. I can put the bear on straight away. Wait, why? Hold on, what? Bear will eat the wolf. Why doesn't that work? Oh, okay. Am I to assume that it needs to go like this? These two go over. I need to bring the snake back. No, wait. Bring the wolf back. Then I bring the bear over. Oh, wait. Never mind. Oh, God. They just keep eating each other. Never mind. Bring the wolf back. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to bring the mongoose over. And then bring... No, that actually doesn't work either, I don't think. Maybe the bear first, and then bring the snake over. No, damn it. Oh, okay, that works. Then this.
This puzzle making me confused.
And put it like that. Then, oh, there we go. I completely, like, flubbed that completely. I'm sure it has, like, a minimum amount of turnovers, but I managed to do it, I guess. It is very confusing. But I managed it, eventually. Trial and error. At least it didn't, like, punish me for it. Accepted. Alright. There are a number of ways to solve the puzzle. One way is to find a way to move the bear over to the other side, then focus on bringing the other critters over, with the snake making a few round trips. Okay. Okay, I guess we're leaving on that note. Is there any more secret puzzles? Like, is there like another one of that? Like before? Nope.
Okay, good luck, Steve.
Yeah. Birds always hold as much as they can carry. Back home. Get back home.
Okay, hey, Glory.
The foreman's wife, Glory Davner, is still working at the diner as if nothing's happened. Even though her husband's still missing, and the last time I saw her, she was using a chainsaw to try to drown me under a lake of ice.
Yeah, that does make things weird.
What did they
Still
do
don't
to
know
you,
how
man?
she's involved, but I better make it clear I'm only trying to help if I want to get any information.
Okay, we're going down the kind route. I mean, we could just, I don't know, go for have her like sentenced by the state. I mean, we are a federal agent. We could just mention, hey, by the way, I was attacked on the job and almost killed by someone. I want them taken in. But I suppose we're going nice.
Mrs. Davner, Glory, I think Isaac must have been involved.
Oh,
in
that is
something
not a
big.
great way to start.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I guess we're not talking. Okay, Bog.
Hello, Sheriff Bog.
Agent Heathers, what are you doing back in town? We got everything under control, and we don't need the FBI poking its...
Calm down, Sheriff. I'm just here on personal leave.
Well, I keep my eye on tourists just the same as FBI agents.
Yeah, about that gunpoint.
When I filed my report with the Bureau, I left out the part about you holding me at gunpoint.
Why?
Come on, Tethers. I don't know how you boys do things in Washington, but out here, sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do, even if it means drawing a gun on a fella.
What?
It doesn't explain anything, but okay.
I hope you've started to take Bjorn's cult seriously. I'm convinced they're behind the disappearance of Isaac Davner.
What? That's crazy. The Brotherhood of Scoggins are valued members of this community. I'm not gonna let them be harassed by anybody, FBI or no.
Okay, missing persons.
I've heard that Isaac Davner is only one of the people to go missing around Scoggins. What can you tell me about the other disappearances?
What can I tell you? Nothing. Sure, I got files on all the so-called missing persons, but I don't have to show them to any FBI man, especially one who's not here on official business.
Yeah, that was probably a bad thing to mention.
I believe the hidden people have something to do with the incident
Okay,
at the factory.
I'm gonna pop a mag in their brotherhoodly head.
Agent Taylor, please. Just because we don't live in some fancy city doesn't mean you can treat us like gullible yokels.
Yeah, talking to you was a waste of
You've
time.
been just as helpful as always, Sheriff Bog.
Glad to be a service, Agent Chathers.
And he does not
Enjoy
see
your time in
sarcasm.
our town and behave yourself.
Agent Tethers,
Ah,
we need to talk. Outside.
Okay.
Why is Steve like that, by the way?
I
what
don't
did you
know,
need to
man.
talk about, Mrs. Davner?
The gnomes have probably gotten to him.
It's about Isaac. He's not back yet. He's supposed to be back.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, sure. Chainsaw. Let's just get it out the way. You tried to murder me.
I warn you, Glory, that attacking an FBI agent with a chainsaw is a federal offense.
Not specifically.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just, you were going to stop the Brotherhood. I couldn't let you. Isaac needed to finish his journey.
Uh-huh. So, why?
Why are you worried about Isaac now? You're the one who helped them take him.
You don't understand. It was the only way to save him.
Save him?
Isaac was troubled. The Brotherhood offered us a way to cure him.
Uh-huh.
How are the Brotherhood supposed to cure Isaac?
Some kind of spiritual thing, I guess. Neither of us really understood it, but we were desperate.
Okay, you're actually sounding like a rational person now, which is strange.
I call Cap.
But sure, let's talk about those weird little hidden people.
Do you have any idea where the hidden people would have taken Isaac?
The hidden people aren't real.
Yeah, they are.
But I saw them
We've got
taking
literal
Isaac away.
camera proof.
It's the Brotherhood. They lied.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I guess all of the photographic proof that we have is just bullshit.
What do you mean when you say the Brotherhood lied?
Bjorn talked about finding peace by communing with forest spirits. I thought it was a... what's the word?
A metaphor?
No, a crock. But we'd try anything. And now Isaac's missing.
The fuck's a crock? Well, whatever.
In the lodge, I saw a photo of you and Isaac with the rest of the Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
They said they could help us. Help Isaac. But they've been taking people. They took Isaac. It's all my fault.
They took
yeah,
Isaac?
kinda.
Have you told the sheriff?
The sheriff knows. He's working with them.
Yeah, kind of got that.
I like Crocs. They comfy.
Glory, I'd like to stay and talk, but
You've got to get the missing person files.
that's actually a good idea.
I'll make sure Sheriff Bogg stays in the diner. Find out anything you can about Isaac.
Okay, you're actually helping me.
I finally got some help, more or less, in finding Isaac Davner. His wife, Glory, believes that the local cult is behind all the missing person cases in Scoggins. I'm going back to the sheriff's office to find out exactly what he's hiding in his files.
No, honestly, that's not a bad way to go.
Okay.
Oh god, is
Short
it the mechanic
Clementine
again?
From The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Scruffman, you've been there the whole time.
Oh boy, is he gonna be jealous that Glory was nice to us? Oh, let's talk to him then.
That conversation between Glory and me was strictly confidential, you know. I know you like Isaac out of the way, but I'm going to find him.
If you say so.
Oh boy. And there I thought I already had an idea of who was to blame. Now you're back on my shit list. Anyway, let's go. We need to go back to the sheriff's station, I guess, and get inside somehow. I don't know if Nelson
Yup.
can pick
He's
locks,
pissed.
but
Yup.
okay.
If you say so.
Why knock? Well, I guess making sure if
The
anyone's
station
inside.
is locked tight. It looks like the sheriff's interest in puzzles extends to office security.
My god. Well, let's open the door. be a puzzle. With one cut, remove all obstructions to break down the sheriff's door. Okay, we got another one of these. So it has to hit this board. Meaning it needs to go like that. We need all the boards to be cut. Man, that's actually way harder than you'd think. How is that possible? Because I can't hit this chain without hitting this board and this board. Right? Am I supposed to believe that if we hit this board, this chain will no longer be a problem? But that doesn't seem to hit right with the puzzle. With one cut, remove all obstructions to break down the door. Am I to assume that I'm not supposed to cut through every single chain? I'm just supposed to cut through everything that gets in the way.
Third top to second bottom.
I don't see that working. I'm going with my first guess, which is this. Since this breaks through all of the wooden planks, and this one technically becomes worthless when this wooden plank gets cut. That's how I see things. Almost 100 million. Or 100,000. Oh, yep, there you go. Sheriff's door. Bop, 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 bop. Bap. Nice. The chains on the door are independent of the wooden planks and won't hold if the planks are removed. Nice. I can see how that could annoy people, but I also I read the question and tried to go through the way I saw it, and it worked.
How to find those missing persons files.
Okay. Let's find the light switch. Okay, great. Help Nelson get to the other side of the room unseen. Drag the office furniture around to block the light sources and create a safe path for Nelson to walk through. Okay. I need to get to the filing cabinet, I suppose. Maybe I need to do this. Ba 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 ba. Maybe like that? Maybe. I'm not sure actually. I might have to need to get this down into that section. Reset. Let's see what I think I need to get that down here somehow. So if I do this, drag it all the way over. Jeez, it's being awkward. And then drag that down there. There we go. There we go. Block all light. There you go. Nelson has a clean walk to the records now. Yeah. Question is how he moved the furniture without getting spotted. Ugh, that was a weird noise. How? Key to this puzzle is getting the upside down L to go to the lower right of the room. From there, the other pieces can be arranged to block out the rest of the lights. Now get to those files. Yes, sir. Oh, Never mind, we didn't block anything.
Hello, Agent Tethers.
Seriously.
Cripes! Sheriff Bog! How long have you been standing?
Randall Scruffman told me you might be paying my
Oh,
office a
damn it.
visit.
I'm sorry. It's just, I really needed to see how bad this missing person problem is.
Everything I got about missing people is in those files.
Thanks.
Okay. Why are you suddenly helping me? Or being kind enough to let me see?
Did Glory Davner ever tell you she suspected the Brotherhood of being involved in the disappearances?
Glory's a confused young lady.
Okay.
Brotherhood helps people, whether it's with personal troubles or with what the fancy doctors call an addiction to puzzles.
Oh boy.
She told me that you're working with the Brotherhood.
Rumors. Unprovable rumors. Just find what you need in those files and then be on your way.
Dude, literally, you put us at gunpoint
You
for looking...
Everything
Okay. Wait.
Are you sure you don't have dates for these files?
Everything I
Me
have
when
is
no
in there,
puzzle or
Tethers.
story.
Find what
Give
you need
over
and
the
then
puzzle
be on
and
your
slowly
way.
starn a 7 points gun.
Damn it, I can't get the gum. Whatever.
With all due respect, Sheriff, these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the
It's a
files is everything
puzzle.
I got, Tethers.
You gotta do the puzzle. Everything about my life is puzzle.
Discover the secret message by placing the names of Skagen missing residents in the order they disappeared, starting from the first to go missing. Notes on missing persons in Skagens. MN. Isaac was the last to be kidnapped before Daryl, who was kidnapped last. Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. Ted was not kidnapped fourth, and Will was not kidnapped first. Okay, so first of all, we can be sure of Isaac Davner and Daryl. Okay. Now, the four of our names here clearly indicates something. So let's look up the rules again. Will was not kidnapped first, and Ted was not kidnapped fourth. Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. So Ted needs to be in number 3. Will has to be before, but he can't be in number 1. Right? Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. So Haldor needs to be the first. Will, Ted, and then Barney Strunsup. That doesn't look right. That looks even less right. Honestly, thinking about it, it has to be one of these two at the top because they're the only ones that hit the 7 number there. But also the spacing as well doesn't allow for that to be there. I'm fairly certain that's correct. Haldor Will kidnapped before Ted. Ted was not kidnapped fourth, and Will was not kidnapped first. I'm assuming that it goes from first kidnapped to last kidnapped. You know, it's also possible someone was kidnapped in between? Nah. I guess that's what I'm going with. Terra Daughter. Sure. And accepted. I mean, the last message wasn't exactly helpful, I don't think. Maybe Nelson has a better idea. How? Getting to the known relationships of certain people that went missing, you're able to piece together the order. But what could Tedder Daughter mean?
Aha! It spells a name? Teeter-daughter.
Teeter-daughter.
Did you say teeter-daughter?
Maybe?
That's probably Melkorka Teeter-Daughter. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her.
Jesus.
She lives in the old Teeterson house over on the west side of town, near Valda's Inn.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Putting my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Is that... Am I supposed to do that? Okay, let's talk.
What do you know about this woman, Melkorka Teeter-Daughter?
Korka? It's like I said, she lives on the west side of town near Valda's.
I asked you what you
Any
knew
more than
about
that,
her.
You'll have to find out from her directly.
Okay, I guess fuck me. Let's go. Okay, Gorka's house. Mm-hmm. It's it's one of the slanted houses. I would hate living in one of these. See the factory from here.
At least the eraser factory's up and running again. Scoggins' only exports are erasers and weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's go.
Wild.
Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka.
Melkorka.
I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse. Probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
You're making a lot of assumptions. Oh my, those are some legs. Oh goodness.
I mean, why would you hate
Agent Tethers? I see you found my note.
Uh-oh.
Quickly, come inside before they see us.
Oh no. Feathers, don't fall for it.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Ms. Teeter-Daughter?
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers.
My goodness.
Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
Just the facts, ma'am.
Keep yourself together, Tethers. She's trying to
Mommy,
distract
mommy,
you.
mommy, 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 woo.
Board games! And they're all for 2 players only!
Oh my.
Marry me. I mean, you should try the new strategy game, Marry Me. It's fun for the whole family.
Nelson. He knows what he likes.
This is interesting.
Oh, hey. There are 2 next... What are the next 2 digits in the sequence? Fuck! We've got another one of these. Okay, 31, 41, 59, 26. Fuck, I hate these ones. I genuinely hate them. Notice the next one in the sequence. Figure that shit out. Wait, 4, 5, 14, 8. That's not it. Maybe upside down? No, that doesn't work either. I genuinely don't know why this is what this is. Digits in space. I don't know if space has anything to do with it. 31, 41, 59. I added 10 for the first 2, then from 41 to 59 you'd add 28. Then for 26 you take away 33. There's no rhyme or reason. God damn it, I have to hint again. The numbers can't be used to derive the next number in the sequence. What do these numbers as a whole refer to? The numbers as a whole? Um, 31415926. Nah, I'm not getting it. Need another one. The numbers can't be used to derive a sequence. What do the numbers as a whole refer to? Another one, please. While the answer is mathematical, the numbers represent a math constant. Please stop. Imagine a decimal point after the 3. 3.1. Is it pi? No. We're not going for pi, are we? I don't even know what pi is. Hold on.
It's fucking pi.
Oh, I need to fucking look up what pi is then, because nobody, and I mean nobody, knows it off the fucking top of the head. Pi as number. Okay. It really is, oh my god. 3.141592653. 3.141592635. That's stupid. See, that's what I'm talking about when this game does something I consider negative.
I think it's 5. I'm not sure.
I had to look up what pi was because, again... Oh, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I looked it up. Is it asking for the single number? Check. 3.14159265. Oh, is it 5? I missed it. 5-3? Since it's coming in doubles, I'm gonna guess that it's 5-3. It might be wrong though again. At this point, I don't really give a shit. This puzzle is stupid. It's accepted. I'm sorry. That's a stupid one. The first time I'm saying that one's really stupid. The second puzzle in this game was annoying. But this one, holy shit. Yeah, no, Nelson, don't feel bad about that. The puzzles represented by the 8 digits, don't rounded digits of pi. The next two are 5-3. Fuck you, game.
Done.
Who knows
That
pi
wasn't
off
so
the top of
bad.
their head? Especially the fucking 8th digit of pi. Screw off. Puzzles should never require you to know some, like, in-depth list of certain things. Next thing it's going to ask me, like, what is the sports teams listed as winners of the World Cup or whatever? Like, who the fuck knows? Oh, everyone knows about World Cup sports teams. Like,
Odd
seriously.
place for a puzzle.
The first box is a penny. In the first box is a penny. The second box is a dime, and the third box is a penny and a dime. What coin goes in the fourth box? Penny, dime, penny, dime. God, this is fucking American currency. Fuck. So we're only allowed one thing at a time, huh? Penny equals 1. Dime equals 5 or 25? I can't remember. Probably 5. I'm pretty sure this is a quarter. This is a I don't know. Or a nickel? A penny. So penny, dime, quarter, nickel, dollar or pound, maybe? I don't fucking know what American coins are like. They have a fucking weird name for every single one instead of just using the numerical value like literally everyone else does. I could just half-ass this, but I'm going to use a hint. Think about the values of the boxes without the decimal point. $100? What? I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I hate these sequence things now. There are like only 10 types of people in the world. Those who understand binary and those who don't. Excuse me?
Oh, I know. Pick me.
Go ahead, Marco. I'm already like dealing with American coins, which is already like awkward enough for me to understand. But now I'm having to deal with being told there are 10 people in the world that understand types of people in the world. Those who understand
Gold
binary
coin.
and those who don't. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's see why. The coins represent a successive binary. Penny is 1, dime is 10, penny is dime, and dime is 11, dollar is 10, 100. Right. So this is fucking binary. So first of all, you have to understand binary.
Need help, ask me. I remember some puzzles.
Right. So this is another shitty puzzle. Because it requires you to understand binary. And American coins. So, yeah. This woman's house is already pissing me off. Way too much. Are there any other puzzles to fucking despise? I'm sure she'll have something for me.
Is this the latest from Hanji Monosaki?
Rated 4 dragons, they said. Monosaki-sensei's lost his edge.
I thought it was kind of tricky.
Don't say that in front of a girl you're trying to impress, dude. Okay, let's talk to her.
You mentioned a note. Are you the one who slipped a note with a puzzle under my door?
Forgive the theatrics, Agent Heathers. I knew your reputation, but I had to be sure you had what it takes.
The puzzle required me to go out of my way to break into a building. You realize that, right?
Your puzzle had a list of all the missing people in Scoggins for over a decade.
I've been keeping track. Somebody has to.
There's a name I didn't recognize. Halder Magnuson.
Halldór. He was my partner.
Oh boy.
Business partner?
8 years ago, he went into the woods. Never came back.
Please tell me you're not engaged to someone. Isaac Dabner?
What does this mean? Isaac Davner does not exist.
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
Okay. You following? Nope. Test pilot Ed Davis.
Ed Davis? But that's
Killed in accident.
Isaac Davner.
And look at the date of that article.
16 years ago. And that's just a few weeks before the date of the first missing persons case.
Exactly.
Huh. Hidden people.
How are the hidden people tied into all this?
Seriously,
Shit.
Agent
I
Evans?
thought she was stripping,
Maybe
not
I
like
misjudged
this.
You. Are you here to investigate a crime? Or to chase after forest gnomes, like those gullible fools in the Brotherhood cult?
Oh my god. Can people stop gaslighting me about this shit? Lodge.
None of this explains how Bjorn and his Brotherhood cult is involved.
Think clearly, Nelson. That lodge has been a part of the town for decades. The disappearances started only 16 years ago. There is only one explanation. Ed Davis, your Isaac Davner, is a serial murderer.
What?
The hidden people. I saw them take Isaac away.
Smokescreen. Davner disappeared just as you were getting too close. You're the only one who can find him and stop him.
Okay, you're clearly got your own, conclusions set. So I'm gonna go ahead and take what you've given me and leave.
I don't know what to think. I need some gum.
Let me see your map. I have marked approximately where in the woods Halldór disappeared. Once the FBI showed up, Ed Davis ran back into hiding.
But
you want to find Isaac Davner? Head back to the scene of his crimes.
She's very, specific.
all right, I'll do it. Someone has got to investigate.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson.
Oh boy.
I'll be up.
Oh boy.
I can stay up all night.
Oh boy. Breathe,
Well then.
Nelson. Well then. I love the way you respond to this. Well then. I'll guess I'll be back. Well, it is nighttime now. That victory
Oh, no.
is still on at
I got
night.
new shirt, it's comfy 2-3.
At least the eraser factory's up and running again. Scoggins only...
I'm wearing a Christmas shirt right now.
We fucking...
Maybe. Anyway, let's go to the woods. Yeah, because this isn't going to end well for us, of course. Lloyd did a really shit job keeping the sheriff inside the diner, but Scruffman was kind of the reason why, so I don't blame her. Well, let's get kidnapped by hidden people.
I've arrived at the point Korka marked on my map. No signs yet of anyone here.
I mean, it's true that only we have been dealing with the hidden people, besides Bo Murphy. That we've seen, right? Bo Murphy and Isaac Davner both interacted with the hidden people, same as us. It's possible we might go missing at some point. What is these tracks? That's one of the lodge members.
That's Edvard, one of the members of the Brotherhood cult. Got to find out what he's...
What? You are not hiding well. Oh, he caught you. Intensive chase scene. Help Nelson navigate a path through the woods to Edvard by arranging sections of the forest. Make sure that there's a complete path from Nelson to Edvard. All pieces must be placed while submitting. Okay. Oh boy. So we need to get to the other side, I guess. Let's... Oh my. That's not gonna work. That doesn't work either. Sometimes I work backwards than I normally should. Okay, what about this? No. What about that? No. This? No. Okay, so that does not fit there.
Oh,
that does not either. I guess maybe this one's the best, since it gives us multiple avenues here. What about this? If I had to guess, he probably has to go through all 6 places? Hmm. That doesn't work. But what if... there's actually quite a lot of options there. Go around.
The first top one is gray, then it's red, then white, and I let you figure the rest.
First one is... Top one is gray. Then white. Hmm. That doesn't match. There's none of these actually go back down from there.
Red. The third is white.
Hmm. Wait, I think that actually does it. No, it doesn't. That gets blocked off.
The bottom is wrong.
Yeah, I can tell, Mark O. Okay, that works. I think. Yeah. Wow, we're really gonna watch Nelson go through every wrong choice here? Oh, he made it. Good. There we go. We got a lot more stamps that time. Oh god, I don't like the stamp noise. The way it goes. It sounds slushy. Top agent. We're really not that far behind. He's making way more like exaggerated movements. Okay, we fell down a hill. Nelson, it probably wasn't a good idea to get lost in the woods in the middle of the night while it's freezing
Edvard
cold.
Gave me the slip, and now I have no idea where I am.
Yeah, you might be
I'll
fucked.
have to find my way back to.
Oh.
Tree.
That is, in fact, a tree. But there's something in it. Hermes, too. Ooh.
I can't believe it, but I found the body of an astronaut. I don't want to, but I've got to see.
Yeah. Well, let's open up the mask and see who it is. Oh my god, they're doing it again. Ah! They're watching. They're watching. Oh, well, I guess we're not looking any further into it. God damn it, Nelson. You have a gun. Oh, you've made it back to
Nelson,
hers. Okay.
I didn't hear you come in.
You didn't hear him screaming? Okay, sure. No more puzzles, thank God. Can't go into that room, so let's talk to her.
I went to the spot you marked in the woods.
Did you find that, Davis?
More than that.
Okay, so we found 3 things. Edvard, the hidden people, and astronaut. So let's talk about
I saw
Edvard.
one of Bjorn's cult members out there. Probably covering up the scene of the crime.
Why now?
Bjorn must have seen us talking, or the sheriff. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
Huh? Hidden people.
The hidden people! The forest is full of them! Staring, whispering.
You've been in Scoggins too long. You're chasing shadows.
I've been here less time than you or anyone else. Astronaut.
I found the body of an astronaut.
An astronaut.
Like in my dreams, but real.
Okay,
As real as
Nelson,
the
you are
hidden
being
people?
very insane right now. You're not getting any ussy right now.
You don't believe me.
No, she doesn't.
The hidden people, the Brotherhood, the astronaut. It's all connected.
Maybe you have uncovered something. Where did you see this astronaut?
It was, I don't know. I got turned around, but I know I saw it.
If you did see something, there's nothing you can do tonight.
You're
Oh,
right.
boy.
I'll check it out tomorrow. Good night.
Oh, well, Nelson is definitely just leaving. You'd expect her to, or him to be like, can I stay the night? Oh, he's posting his findings. Alright. Did he leave his snowmobile here? I thought he, like, left it in the woods. Okay, never mind. I guess he found it.
A night's rest is exactly what I needed to clear my head. Even in daylight, I'd never be able to find that astronaut on my own. But I can pay a visit to the lodge to find out what the Brotherhood was doing in the forest.
Okay. There's the skier again. Okay. So, before that, I'm gonna check up on everyone to see if we've got any special puzzles heading about. Got nothing from you. Oh boy, your face disappeared for a moment there. Let's go back to the diner and see if we've got any new puzzles from our attendees there. I see him look around first, or...
Next time I see that cross-country skier, I need to remember to ask him if he's seen anything.
You can go upstairs.
It's possible he's not a local.
Why is he talking about the skier of all people? Oh, and there's Daryl. Okay, I can go upstairs? I didn't know that. Maybe there's another puzzle up there. Oh boy, I almost went out. There we go. Jesus. Okay, there's some case files. A lot of stuff, in fact.
If Isaac Davner was using an assumed name, that explains why these files have so little information about his life before Scoggins. But it doesn't explain what Ed Davis has to do with the hidden people.
These
I've
files?
been looking through these files for weeks, but I still can't see how everything is connected.
Damn.
Never thought I'd be looking at Scoggins again, but I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of Isaac Davner's disappearance.
Yeah.
I can't sleep now.
Alright. So I guess we're done with this.
I wonder if I can...
Yeah, he's still thinking about stealing that. We're done with here then. No secret puzzles to be found. Let's leave.
Next time I see that cross-country skier, I need to remember to ask him if he's seen anything. It's possible he's not a local, which means he might actually be helpful.
You have a paw standing with the locals, don't you? Bye, Daryl. You don't have anything else for me? No. We do need to go to the lodge, but I'm gonna check in with everyone, more or less, just to see. I mean, we can like ask our good old Scruffy Scrufferman here why the fuck he ratted us out.
Still working on that sign, huh?
Things fall apart.
Yep. Guess that's that then. Sheriff's not here, but Steve is. Hey, Steve. Bye, Steve. Glory.
If you can think of anything else.
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told you everything I know.
Okay, that's all we got. So I guess there's no hidden secrets or puzzles. This is a shame. At least it doesn't seem like there is. It's a shame we can't go back to the eraser factory or anything. Let's go to the lodge then. No point going around in the other places if there's nothing for us. I mean, maybe the sheriff has something since he's got an addiction with puzzles, but... Okay, we're at the lodge again.
The Brotherhood of Scoggins, the town's most cherished institution.
It's not very popular.
This has R34.
Looks like neither
Really?
of these vehicles have been used in
I mean, if
months.
it exists, the rule very much is very plain. If it exists, there must be pure of it. Let's go. Hello, Bjorn.
Isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Jesus, Nelson.
Nelson Tethers, FBI puzzle research. I have some questions.
No.
Only two not like this.
It's probably for the best. So, only Bjorn's here. His group isn't here with him.
A photo of the Brotherhood in happier times. There's the late Mike Lobb, Isaac Davner, and Glory Davner. How many of these people are missing now?
Nuh-uh. Need more core LUL.
There's
The
a
lodge
puzzle
members
here.
practically worship the hidden people.
I'm guessing the silver puzzle means that it's not necessary, but you can still... It's just a nice puzzle to do on the side. The security cameras at the Scoggins ice rink lost their timestamps. Figure out the proper order of these photos. Again, damn. Okay, so this guy's cleaning up these box machines clean up the ice rink. Right. So this one comes after this one, like some kind. This is actually not cleaning it up. I don't think this is cleaning up anything. Oh, wait a minute. I think this one comes in last because there's no ice thing getting cleaned up. This line isn't getting cleaned up by any of them. So maybe it's like this? Oh wait, like that. Maybe? Yeah, okay, I think that's how it is. I feel like that's correct. Because this one isn't cleaning up any kind of line, I don't think. Yeah.
Your feeling is right.
The first photo shows the ice untouched, as none of the other photos imply we've ever seen the ice cleared again. The second photo should be the only snow one set of lines. What? Only show one set of lines. The rest of the photos should display parts of the lines previously created by the prior photo. Right. Nice. Okay, Bjorn, you look so sad, boy. What's going on?
Enough's enough, Bjorn. I demand that you answer my questions.
Angry whispers. Brotherhood is broken. No. Can't do this, small man.
He's not being evasive. He's gone insane.
Help Nelson regain Bjorn's sanity by shining the light of reason to the core of his brain. God, we're doing this again? Okay. Avoid the green glimpses at all cost, or synapses at all cost. Arrange the mirrors so the light of reason hits all L-shaped pieces of sanity before reaching the blue core of Bjorn's brain. Light entering the piece of sanity will redirect the light by 90 degrees. Okay. So I'm guessing we go in here. And I need to hit a lot. I need to hit all of these, I guess. It was like this. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm being a bit too idiotic. Maybe like this, this, down, 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 this, and this. I think that works. Knock, duck, 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 duck. Yeah. You don't need all of them. Just 7. Thankfully, they can cross. Submissions processed and filed. Accepted. Whew. Do I look at why? Of course I do. I always have to look at how. There's only one way to solve this puzzle. The upper right piece of sanity must get to the beam of light in any case, but it's possible to use either all mirrors or just 5 of the 7 mirrors of the 7 pieces. Just 5? Wow. You know what? I actually see how that's True. Okay.
Thank you, Agent Tethers.
You're welcome.
You're going to have to explain what's going on.
I will try.
Okay. Try to not act ridiculous and tell me in plain words. Missing persons.
I know you're behind all of the missing person cases in Scoggins.
That's a bit of an
That's not
accusation.
true.
Then why did I see your man Edvard in the woods last night?
He was searching for Shielder.
The other cult member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah, he went to commune with the hidden people. Never returned. Now he is lost.
Okay, that's another person gone missing. And Edvar's also missing, I guess.
Why were you trying to keep me from finding Isaac Davner?
He was chosen. The hidden people whispered to him. He had to listen.
Where is he now?
He is lost, like the others. The hidden people are angered.
Mm-hmm. You're not being very clear. Hidden people.
How do you talk to the hidden people?
I do not. They choose. I have never seen them.
Oh boy.
Shit. I almost forgot to say. Me burned myself whilst making pizza.
Like tradition, Marco, you have to tell me whenever you hurt yourself. Before the next streams, of course. Good job on burning yourself. I'm sure it wasn't too extreme, otherwise you'd be in a hospital. Okay, that was enough. Thanks for the
if
information.
You're not behind the disappearances, who is?
I do not know. You must find them, Agent Tethers.
Oh, you want my help now?
Bring them home. All of them. Shielder, Edvard, Isaac, Olav.
Now my
I'll
paw
do what
has
I
a little
can.
dark spot.
Who the hell is Olav?
Who's Olaf?
Yeah.
Olaf Velhaven. The first man lost to the forest many years ago.
Where was he seen last?
In his cabin in Sesame Woods.
Bjorn insists the Brotherhood isn't behind the disappearances. For some reason, I believe him. I'm relieved they're not trying to kill me, but that only leaves me with one theory. Isaac Davner really is a serial murderer.
Really?
Bjorn's pointed out the cabin of Olaf Velhaven on my map. Maybe I'll find some leads there.
I feel like we've been seeing the hidden people enough for us to not follow the same logic as everyone else who hasn't. But okay. Also, a burn that leaves a black or a really dark spot, that is much more severe than just a typical first-degree burn. I'm pretty sure, like, the degrees of burning, the degrees of burns typically are essentially tell you how easy it would be for your body to heal from it, basically. So a first degree burn, you can just, it's not serious at all, you can just kind of heal from that. But second degree gets much deeper, and a third degree is basically like you've lost a portion of your body. And you're gonna have to either like have regrafted skin or something on it, or it's horrible. Possibly even like completely damaged nerves and everything. Eesh. Anyway, let's go back to Olaf's cabin. We're gonna go investigate another missing person. It feels like we're getting no closer. We're just getting more and more mysterious people
I miss my
mysteriously
office.
missing.
It's warm in my office. There are no red gnomes in my office. There are no chainsaw-wielding waitresses in my office. Poro sad.
Nelson needs to get into Olaf's cabin, but the door is sealed with only one cut. Sever all the barricades on Olaf's door. This is honestly, we've been getting a lot of repeats, haven't we? This was only one puzzle in the first game. Now we've got the second version of it in this game. Like, the second version of it after already getting a version of it in this game. Feels like we're repeating a little too much. Anyway, the awkwardness here would probably be this. No, that's a bit weird. What about that? That hits all of them, I believe. Yeah. Yep, that should be it. Submit. Seriously, how are you cutting through that much in one slice? Do you have like a machine to help you do that? Yeah, the puzzles haven't been super great so far. They've been either really obnoxious or just kind of repeats of previous ones. There's only one line that will cross each of the bars on the door. It's the process of elimination between the nodes that cover the most bars. Now let's see what Olaf was hiding.
The lock on Olaf's cabin was a little tricky. Who or
Girls,
what was he trying
you can't
to keep
just
out?
say
It
one
wasn't
word
a
and
lock,
make
it was
people
multiple
laugh.
locks.
Balls, boys. He.
I'm not sure about that.
The cabin seems untouched. I must be the first person here in years.
Constellations,
Apparently, Olaf Velhaven had an interest in astronomy. There's got to be something in his journals or equipment that gives a clue to
You
his
sure?
disappearance.
Balls.
Yeah, never mind. I guess you're right. Honestly, I said it before, but I think I'll say it again. This game really could have just done better if it was a completely new mystery in a new place. Trying to explain everything that happened in the first game is kind of coming to its downfall of this game, because I don't know, it feels like we're getting closer to a mystery that doesn't really make sense. And in the end, it's just going to be like, it turns out to just be nonsensical and completely silly. I remember I didn't really like the reveal of the mystery. I preferred
Nathan,
it being a mystery.
Guess what?
What? What is what?
It's focused on the...
Focused on the moon?
Looks like Olaf was a fan of Galileo.
Galileo. Galileo, Galileo. What is this?
This looks like some kind of mathematical formula.
We've got a lot of puzzles in here. Can you figure out the algorithm Olaf created? Arrange the mathematical elements in the proper order. Oh boy.
It's no good.
I need
There's
more.
just not enough information here to
I'm
solve
taking
this
the
one
making
yet.
of Puzzle Agent 3 into my own hands, cool cat.
I mean, you can try. I mean, it definitely follows the gameplay mechanics of a Professor Layton game. But it's a lot more weird and creepy, I'd say.
Olaf
Some more
seems
puzzles.
to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses.
Oh. So the moon really is interesting in this. Each moon emits a total of 10 lunacy watts. The wattage is evenly distributed to each lunar ray the moon emits. How many lunacy watts are received by the Earth? What? What? Each moon emits a total of 10 lunacy watts.
Only
the watts
thing
are
I'll let
evenly
you in on,
distributed
Nelson will get laid.
to each lunar ray the moon emits. How many lunacy watts are received by the Earth? Wattage is evenly distributed to each lunar ray the moon hits. Okay. Is this supposed to be accepted as the main picture here, or is this like abstractual of the question? There's 4 moons and they get split evenly between all of these moons. So does that mean it's 15? No, wait, that's 10. So that's 20. Right? I'm guessing 20 is hitting the Earth. Sometimes overthinking is a bad idea. Okay, yeah. So, just go with your gut sometimes. That one just felt weird. Earth is hit with 3 moon rays. 2 of the rays received on Earth are from moons that are splitting their lunar power. But 1 moon is giving Earth its full power. Yeah, okay.
Olaf Velhaven kept a record of the time and date of every penumbral eclipse for years. Why was he so interested in lunar eclipses?
There are a lot of
Could
socks.
one man possibly need this many socks?
Is he blind? Is it the blind guy from the blind puzzle? Well, we got another puzzle up here.
I wonder if Olaf moved to the wilderness to better see the stars.
Yeah, it's possible. All the pollution makes stars much harder to see at night. Click the center of the circles to rotate them. Arrange the objects so that the suns are on the left and the Earths are on the right. And the moons are where the circles overlap. The one, right. Suns are on the left, Earths are on the right, moons are in where they interlap. The moons are together now. There we go. Perfect. Sun's on left, Earth on right, moons where the circles intertwine. Pretty simple, but that's a decent puzzle, I guess. Around the cosmos. How? The key to this puzzle is creating the type of groups of each symbol typed together. The easiest to start with are the moons at each.
Idea.
Whatever. What ID do you need, Marco?
Aha! But why would an astronomer come to Scoggins to do his research?
Dude, I don't know, man.
It's focus.
Oh, another puzzle here.
This is odd. Why would an astronomer be studying psychology?
Psychology. Move the celestial bodies to the proper positions in the cosmos. The largest asteroid is in the way, but can end up anywhere. Honestly, I think Nelson should try once with Quarker, but I don't think she should go any further than that. She seems a bit... I mean, she's in Scoggins, right? So she has to be somewhat insane. And she's already talked about her lost partner, so she's already got baggage, and I don't know if Nelson's okay with that. He's not going to be in Scoggins for a long time, right? Even though they're, like, great for each other in terms of puzzle loving. I don't know. She seems a little, like, strange. Or strangely promiscuous. Despite the loss of her partner. Move the celestial bodies at the proper position in the cosmos. The large asteroid in the way, but can end up anywhere. Okay. Oh, it's another shape thing. Okay.
That's why I asked her or a new girl.
First of all, I need to get the moon out of there somehow. Reset. Okay, so what if I move the moon out of the way? I need the moon to get out the way. There we go. You can move it up there. Okay, good. Problem is I need to... Ugh.
Solved it.
Good for you, Marco. Put it down there. Put the asteroid over here.
Want the solution?
No. I'm figuring it out on my own, Marco. There we go. See, it's over here. I did it. Simple. Heh. That doesn't even look like it overlaps properly, but it's close enough. Dunzo! God, that sound annoys me. Earth, Sun, and Moon. No hints used, no wrong answers, and both 10 stars. One way to attempt the puzzle is to work moving piece into one piece at a time. First, moving the large asteroid out of the way, then moving the sun into place. From there, the moon and Earth fall into place.
That's it. But what does this have to do with his other research?
This puzzle name is a parody.
I think all of the puzzle names are like jokes in a way. You really have left that door open, haven't you? Also, why did that happen? We solved a puzzle and then we got a tape recorder?
And a cucumber sandwich. Also, I've reached a remarkable
That one was a
breakthrough.
parody of Earth, Wind, and
Direct
Fire.
link between the phases of the moon and the disorders of the human mind. But seriously about that sandwich. Yes, it's so simple. All of the moon's complex energies, electrical energy, in the brain of the lunatic, all interrelated. And
Okay.
all reduced to one beautifully elegant formula. Thank you, all of you. A
Nelson, you might be
song
skipping
in
something here.
celebration. La, 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 la. Received the letter today. Imagine, the greatest finding in the history of astral psychology, and they claim my research has no scientific merit.
Mm-hmm.
But their loss. If NASA ignores my work, perhaps a private investor.
NASA? If Olav Velhaven's journal is to be believed, he made an incredible discovery. He's mathematically solved lunacy.
Oh, really?
What
Lunacy.
could be causing this headache?
Oh, he's got a headache too.
Never mind. I've got to get back to Corcus and tell her what I've discovered.
So we've discovered that lunacy is a mathematical problem that can be solved. Lunacy. The moon and including insane people. Wow, okay. Kind of feels like we're just making it all into a pun, but sure. Let's go back to Gorka's house. Hey, sexy lady puzzle girl. I solved the lunacy problem. Hope you don't mind, I'm just walking in.
Corca, I was right. This is big.
Okay.
Nelson? Did you find something
getting
at the
late?
lodge?
It's much bigger than the cult. Bjorn led me to a cabin in the woods where a scientist was investigating something to do with space.
Really?
I think it's part of some government cover-up.
Ooh, a cover-up?
Hidden recordings. He'd found something out there.
Nelson, is she a
Yes,
good person to
yes.
talk to about? Oh,
But after
okay.
he reported it, he disappeared. And they tried to take me off the case. This could go all the way to the top. The CIA, the NSA, the Trilateral Commission.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Now I've got proof. I was starting to think I was losing my mind, that no one believed me.
I believe you, Nelson.
Uh-oh. Maybe you shouldn't trust her.
I think you're ready to see this.
Nelson? I wouldn't trust this. You've just clearly stated that the government is possibly withholding information and is possibly a big conspiracy. And the first thing this girl does is like, yeah, let's spread my legs for you.
Coochie.
Well, let's see then.
Huh?
Good men
Bigfoot?
like Haldor got too close.
Uh.
They started to find out too much. NSA and the Freemasons had to take them. Shut them up! You can hear it if you know how to listen. CIA curiosity suppression rays. Sounds like whispers in the forest.
Uh-huh.
But the astronaut.
Astronauts? Charlatans. Don't be so naive, Nelson. Everybody knows Kennedy faked the space race to distract the world from the real breakthrough. The Kitimat incident. The first viable Bigfoot human hybrid.
Okay.
Well, I gotta go.
Yep. Don't put your dick in crazy. Nelson, good job.
Not sure what to believe anymore. Could I be going as crazy as Korka? Maybe these hidden people really are just a product of my imagination.
I'd stick my dick in crazy.
The only sane person I've spoken to is Dr. Verstecht at the campground.
Okay, I guess that's the only
Maybe
guy we
I
should
should talk
be
to him.
confiding in. That sounds like a good idea. He seems reasonably well put together enough for 15 years of being here. And he's another FBI agent, so of course he's gonna have some level of understanding to us. You'd put dick in crazy. I mean, like I said one time, sure, but you're not gonna compete with her love for Bigfoot. No matter what. She's gonna pick him over you every time. And that's what she's looking for. Okay, let's go back to the campgrounds. I think it's the campgrounds. No, Olav's. No, not Olav's cabin. Yeah, I think that's it. There we are. Readjust the hat, as always. Okay. Let's knock on the door. Donk, donk, donk. You actually heard that?
Dr. Verstecht?
Alfred, how can I help you, Agent Tethers?
Alfred, right. Olav.
Have you ever met a local scientist named Olav Velhaven?
Once, many years ago. Strange man. Completely obsessed with some mathematical formula to cure psychological disorders.
I think he may have found that formula. Did he?
Yeah, good for him.
None of my business. I'm not really interested in that shit. Anyway, astronauts.
You've been in these woods for a while. Have you ever seen any astronauts?
No, but I have seen the occasional scuba diver stuck in the treetops.
Really?
Oh.
Of course not. That's an urban legend.
Hidden people.
What would you say if someone believed he'd actually seen the hidden people?
I'd say that believing in the hidden people is absolutely crazy. But then, everything we believe in is crazy. From mathematics to democracy.
Okay.
So, the hidden people don't exist?
Well, I never said that. The hidden people most definitely exist. There have been appearances for years, all around town. It's almost as if all as if they're trying to get somewhere, but they're being blocked. I've been able to pinpoint scattered locations of sightings, but I can't find a pattern to them. Here, take a look.
Okay, let's see. Arrange the photos in chronological order. Again, another photo. This doesn't seem correct, but okay. We've also got the state of the moon and the sun. I'm guessing all three being on the Earth is the final one. The three showing up here. 2 on the Earth. 1 on the Earth. 1 on the moon. Okay, I think that's correct. The moon goes clockwise. Went here, 1 gnome showed up, went onto the Earth, the other 2 showed up, 1 got on the Earth again, and then they're all on the Earth. The position of the moon helps there, and I think that's correct. Nice. Gnome appearances. Hints used, none. Wrong answers, none. Full marks, well done. Most significant clue in the photos, the progress of the moon. We all know how gnomes arrived on the Earth rather than leaving it, so we can determine the order of the gnomes arriving. From there, we can position the gnomes. The position of the moon identifies the other 2 photos without gnomes.
Impressive.
But I still don't see... Wait a second. This is a list of the dates of penumbral eclipses.
Each one corresponds exactly to the emergences of the hidden people. Amazing. Give me a moment. They were just random appearances before, but now that I have a sequence, I can triangulate the exact position of the hidden people's home. We have to go. Right away.
Coneheads. That's what the hidden people are. Coneheads.
Now? Right now, while the moon lights our way. Off we go.
Okay, I guess we got a buddy. And he does seem relatively coherent, so nice.
It must be nearby, Agent Tethers. We
Oh
just
God,
have
we're
to
hearing
follow
it.
the map. Do you hear that?
Hear what? Alfred?
Oh,
Where
well,
did he go?
lost Alfred. God damn it. I mean, trees apparently have a puzzle for us. Slide the logs and arrange them to create a clear path for Nelson to find Alfred. Wonderful. Okay, so... These 2 logs are going to connect to each other like so. I think it's going to be like this. And then slide this up. Boom. Man, so simple. Bam. Accepted. Finding Alfred. How? A way to solve the puzzle is by working the 2 pairs of logs together. First 2 L-shaped logs. The lower left? Right. Don't need to tell me how I did the exact same thing. Okay. Over the aliens. What? Okay. Astronaut. Cooking a gopher? Hermes 2. So we might be seeing this considering we saw a dead astronaut with the same identification. Oh boy. He's looking at us. Nelson. There are multiple. Oh boy, you have been drugged, Nelson. Oh my goodness. So we are going through the motions, I guess. God damn it. Nelson, where the fuck was your gun? How did you get back here?
Hello?
Oh my
Nelson,
god, that
I
doesn't
thought
look
you'd
right.
Never pick up.
Jim?
I was listening to the Scoggins tapes that you left and found something.
Tapes? Jim, listen. Whatever you do, don't log the tape I sent you. Something massive is going on in
I've turned into a
Jeez, I
giant
mentioned the
black
Hermes 2
square.
and astronauts. If the director hears about any of this, it'll cause chaos in all the divisions. You can't let him know what's on that tape. Jim?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay.
Bot invader detected. Apprehend the bot or leave them.
I suggest you apprehend the bot. Bots serve no purpose here. I'm not against robots, but bots, Okay, hey, how did I get back here? I guess we're not gonna ask you that question, huh? Okay, great. Are we not asking any questions about what just occurred last night? Okay. Nelson, you just moonwalked out of there. What? Okay. The black squares are appearing everywhere.
Director Jennings?
Good work, Tethers. Seems like you found something pretty important to these boys.
But
They'll take it from here.
But...
Enjoy yourself, Tethers. You're on vacation for Pete's sake. Go skiing, shoot a bear. As for me, I'm headed to that Moose-Ear diner. I hear they blend up one damn fine milkshake. Why don't you come along?
Okay.
If nothing else, maybe I can convince Director Jennings to listen to me at the diner. I've got to get to the bottom of all this before these agents cover everything up.
I'm a little
I'd
worried.
check around
Oh my god.
town to see who, if anybody, is still on my side.
Okay. So, we already know that this is possibly a situation that involves the government doing possibly not so great things. Oh my god. Black squares are appearing everywhere. The animations are kind of becoming a bit janky. I feel like Nelson was supposed to turn around and talk to his agent friend there, but... Okay, I guess we'll continue on then. We've got to go to the Moose-Ear Diner. Oh boy. They really are everywhere, huh? Don't even have different haircuts. Hey.
Roger. Trees? Strange odors? Nope.
I'll just leave you guys to it then.
Sure. Let's go inside. There's more black squares. Okay, it all seems to be working now. Let's talk to the man again.
Director Jennings.
Ah, good to see you, Tethers. Can't stay away from these milkshakes.
See, this is looking way better.
They're sublime.
Okay.
That's me.
You've got to listen. There are terrible things happening in Scoggins. The foreman at the eraser factory, Isaac Davner, well, actually his real name is Ed Davis. He was abducted from the factory, dragged away by tiny forest gnomes. And looking for him, I found the body of an astronaut in the forest. The Brotherhood, that's the local gnome cult,
I gotta
led me to a
replay that
cabin
game.
with a reclusive scientist studying eclipses and lunacy. Then, last night, I found a camp around a crashed lunar lander. And the remains of a missing cross-country skier. There's only one conclusion. The astronauts in the forest are murdering people!
Tethers, you're embarrassing yourself.
Okay. This time it worked fine. Seriously, I always have a wonder whether or not it's my computer doing it or if it's just built in. But thankfully, it seems like it was built into the game, so it's not my fault.
Bro made Steve go back to normal.
Yeah. Astronauts.
Look, believe me, I know how crazy it sounds.
I don't think you do, Tethers.
But I saw them. Astronauts. There's a camp in the woods.
Camping. Maybe that's what you need. Spend some time getting back to nature. It'll clear your head.
But they're killing people. Maybe you don't believe me about the astronauts.
What tipped you off, Tethers?
But there are at least 6 missing persons cases in Scoggins. Possibly more.
I already spoke to Sheriff Bog. Good man. Got the situation under control.
Uh-huh. Agents.
Where are all these agents from? Secret Service? CIA? NSA? NASA?
Just stay out of their way and let them do their jobs. It's classified, Tethers.
Oh, wonderful. Jim
I
Ingram.
don't know what Jim told you.
Ingram. It's not what he told us. It's what he told you.
What?
I hope Jim's not in any trouble. He was just helping me out with my case.
You're not on a case, Tethers. Vacation, remember?
Yes, sir. But the eraser factory foreman, Isaac Davner.
Could turn into a permanent vacation.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
sir.
Eesh. Very vague hints of I could fire you for this.
Director Jennings, since you've been here, have you seen any hidden people?
Hidden people? Is that what the locals call the undesirables?
Not exactly. They're gnomes. Forest gnomes.
He's not laughing.
So, no, then?
Okay, we've had enough of this.
All right, Director Jennings. I won't come back until I have proof of what I've seen.
Tethers, you're a good puzzle agent. I'm
Oh
assuming.
crap.
I'd
I
hate
just
to see you throw that
accidentally
away.
deleted my indie game program and I
Noted,
can't
sir.
get any of it and none of the models back. Poro sad.
Oh, that's... Oh, Jesus. You sure you don't have, like, a backup or an auto-saved version of it? Because some programs do that. Like, Unity does that, I think.
2 months of work. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Not like this.
Also, if your computer auto-restores or something, maybe you could do that. Because, like, from my understanding, everyone's computers have this system of, like, restoration back to a previous point. But you have to, like, set that in advance, so it probably won't work. Where it could, like, your computer essentially sets everything back to a previous point of time.
My PC slow AF. I doubt so.
That's a shame. Well, hopefully you'll still have some sort of backup so it wouldn't be as long to get back to where you were. Okay, Steve. Hey, buddy. How have the FBI been treating you? Nothing. Good. Cool. Hey, Glory.
If you can think of...
I'm sorry,
Wait, was that something different?
If you can think...
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told...
Okay, nope, never mind. Okay. Waste of time coming here because our
Agent
boss is Oh.
Glory?
I heard what you said about astronauts.
I know it sounds hard to believe, but I know what I saw.
Isaac used to say he had dreams about astronauts. They were trying to tell him something. I thought you'd want to know.
I've got to find it. The body of the astronaut.
Well, at least we're still not completely off the rocker right now. Okay, help Nelson retrace his steps to find the body of the astronaut in the woods. Rotate the tiles to create a path from Nelson to the astronaut. Okay, here we go. So, still got the diner music, sadly, but it seems like we're not super far off. This has to go down, and this has to go down.
Yippee. I still got the movement controls saved. 2 hours of work is back at least.
Hey, that's something. I think that's it. Yay! Let's also connect all these together just to make it look a little nicer. Pleasant, but there you go. I can't believe they're still paying me for doing this, even though they know that I'm kind of going against their wishes. I don't even know if they're actually technically paying me. I might just be taking tax dollars for FBI work, even though it's not official. Not all the squares are used to solving this puzzle. It's a matter of figuring out which ones you do need. Figuring out the process of elimination by starting on the square and finding the possible connection to the next node. Working backwards is the best way to find your way through. What will Nelson find? I'm not sure if that's true. The first few squares were actually, they were forced in a certain way in order for you to go, so working backwards is actually not as rewarding. Anyway, hello, Mr. Astronaut Body. It's also possible this is just an empty suit. Well, I was actually right.
It's an empty suit. It's been empty the whole time.
So now all of your claims of a dead astronaut don't really work. Oh
Fuck
my.
it. I'm gonna myself and my missing cat to my game
anymore.
Isaac? I mean, Ed Davis?
No, it's Isaac Davner now.
Did you mean to say, like, I'm gonna add myself and my missing cat to the game? Alright. Astronauts, Hermes 2, and Hidden People. So, we found Isaac Davner, of all people. Hey, astronauts.
Those astronauts at the camp. Are you working with them?
Not anymore. When the mission went bust, I tried to run away.
Yeah,
I had to
autocorrect
run
is
into
not
the
kind to
Moosier
me
diner
at times.
and fall in love with the waitress. I've been trying to make a new life ever since.
So, you had a mission with these other astronauts, you ran away, got a new life, and then got pulled back.
Hermes 2. I haven't seen it in any of the official records.
It was a secret mission, based on confidential research from some crazy scientist.
Oh boy.
He sent us to the moon with a device, a lunar ray. We were ordered to put it on the surface, but something went wrong.
A lunar eclipse?
I guess so. The boys on the surface didn't have a chance. As soon as they got back to the module, they went completely insane. Had to lock them in the airlock and scuttle the mission.
And you crashed in Scoggins.
I realized that the ray was a weapon.
Oh boy. So, a weapon that causes people to go insane. So, okay, so that's the whole deal of why the government's trying to keep this secret. Because they were essentially planning on using an insane ray from the moon on whoever they want. Eek.
I saw you taken away by the Hidden People, didn't I?
Yeah, they brought me back to the lander.
Why did they take you there?
I don't know. They whisper, but in a language I don't understand. I'm not sure why, but I think they were taking me to the lunar ray. They want me to destroy it.
I guess I'll help you.
I'll help you, Isaac.
You will, but aren't you with the FBI?
That lunar ray is way too powerful to return to the government. And
Wow.
besides, I'm on vacation.
Well, they They pissed me off, so I'm not gonna work for them right now.
The government guys have already found the lander.
We'll have to get rid of that guard. Does your gun have a silencer?
We don't have to hurt anyone. Maybe if I make a noise, I can distract him.
Okay. Let's see. Puzzle, 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 puzzle. The lunar ray alters trajectory of rocks regardless of how it's thrown. Place a tree in the way where the rocks bounce off and get them to hit the Secret Service agent. Don't let the rock fly out of the forest. When thrown, the lunar ray will force the rock into the following pattern: north, east, south, west. The ray will keep repeating this pattern. Okay. Huh. Don't let it fly out of... When thrown, the lunar ray will force the rock into the following pattern: north, east, south, west. So it'll constantly spin in a clockwise motion whenever it hits something. So if I put a rock forced here, it'll go there. Then if I put it here, it'll knock down here. Maybe I need to put it like that. That'll only get it lodged in place, and it'll keep going like that. I need to get it into a position where it can go to the right and hit this agent. And for that to occur, it needs to hit a north wall and turn right on this slope. And it can't hit any of the walls via the outside because it'll fly out. That's actually interesting. If I do that, then it'll go straight through this area. I got 4 trees to work with, plus the ones surrounding me. Again, I need to hit the agent from this side going right, because I can't get it like here and go up. Meaning I need a tree along this line somewhere to knock into the to him. And that needs to be from going left, then north into the tree. So probably like there. Actually, that actually works, I think. So, north, east, south, west, north, east. Okay, that actually works. I figured it out. So, it goes north, can't go east, south, put it here, west, north, east. Yeah, that should work. North, east. Bam! Right in his noggin. I like that one. Clever. Mission Rock. Ow! The only way the rock can hit the secret agent is when the ray pulls it to the right, meaning the rock needs to be in the same horizontal row by the time the rock is pulled north. Keys to get the rock to hit the bottom of the fixed trees when the ray pulls to the left. Now Nelson can get to the lunar ray. Yos. How? Well, fuck this place. Yeah, that worked.
Now we've got to shut down that ray.
Really?
The only safe place for that ray is at the bottom of Lake.
I guess all of the
Keep an eye on the site while I check it out.
Yeah, I guess.
Tellers, if the government gets that weapon, they'll be able to turn anyone into feral, screaming lunatics, just like my crewmates.
But yeah, like, I guess all of the agents had the same puzzle attached to them. Meaning it didn't matter which one I picked, it just would have done it regardless. Okay, Hermes. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh boy! They're walking in place, which is probably still an animation bug, but...
That's it. That's their home. But the ray, it's repelling them, keeping them from returning home.
Oh.
I've
The
got
path
to
needs...
disable it.
Clear the path, is what Bo Murphy kept saying. Unlock the module. Using the control module, make a program to move all 3 electrons into all 3 receptors. Great. So we're doing this again. I'm guessing these holes are bad, meaning we can't get any of them to go into them. Cool. If I had to guess, the first thing we have to do is go up. Can't go left to the right, sorry. But we can go left.
The animation is them trying to get through the fucking barrier that is this insane ray.
Right. I guess I could go left again, but that's not a good idea, I don't think. Oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-ruh. Took too long on the puzzle. Man, this game loves doing that. First game did it like maybe 2 or 3 times, but this time the game's done it like
Locked in my own room. The
4
story
times
was
so
that it was
far.
for my own safety.
Uh-huh.
I guess I should be thankful they didn't send me to jail.
It should probably be. Hey, we got a nice little phone call. We getting fired or what?
Hello? Nelson, finally!
Oh, hello, Jim.
Listen, it's about these Scoggins tapes.
Enough with the tapes already.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, but you've got to hear this. I think you left your recorder on or something. It's labeled Sighting Hotel Alley.
That's when I saw one of the hidden people whispering to Bo Murphy.
There's this weird sound. I can't make it out.
Wait, I know that sound. It was playing under Olav Velhaven's reel-to-reel. That explains it. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, but what does...
I figured out how Olav Velhaven was able to solve the problem of lunacy. It's the hidden people. He was inviting them into his cabin to speak to him. I've got to get back to Olav's cabin, and that means finding a way out of this room.
Okay. Rearrange the furniture to create a path for Nelson to exit the room without being seen through the windows. Only 2 dressers are tall enough to block the windows.
4 times, while this one did it once so far.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been locked out of certain puzzles. I guess I was misconstruing that. But, like, essentially being told, I don't have enough to solve this puzzle, so I have to come back later. But yeah, I need to block the way of the window with one of the dressers, and then make a pathway. Okay. If I move things like so... Oh, there's 2 windows. I can't move the bed. Oh, I can move the bed. God, this is awkward. God, God. Nelson, you can get on the bed, you know. There's a... Oh, yeah, you can. Who would have thunk it? Mm-hmm. There we go. I don't know if that actually works, though. Maybe I need to do it like that. Put that like that. Put that like that. That. Maybe something like that. Wait. Arrange the furniture to create a path for Nelson to exit the room without being seen through the windows. Only 2 dressers are tall enough to block the windows. Oh, I see what I need to do. I need to get the bed into that position. Right. I might have misplaced what I was supposed to be doing, but I need to get the bed over there. There we go. I'm not actually sure if that'll work, though. What? There we go. There we go. Sorry, Belga. I won't take your hot dish as recompense for moving the furniture into crazy positions. But I did it. The escape. Grade A, top agent. The bed and the couch are too short to block the windows, but they're the only way of moving tall dressers at will. Well, you know what? The fact that the secret agents here aren't like interested in the fact that we're moving wardrobes around and clearly making a ton of noise. I guess, yep,
Now,
I guess
how
they
did
didn't stop
Olaf
us.
Get the hidden people to talk to him.
Played music, obviously.
You could see that agent on the puzzle LUL.
I know, right? Well,
Looks like Olaf was a fan of Galileo.
this was the final puzzle we couldn't continue.
Moist, white flesh of the codfish. But enough of that. It is time to call my tiny friends.
Ah!
Yes, what luck!
Come, speak with me, my friends.
Well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is them whispering just making us get really high? Okay. Oh. They've all got puzzles attached to them, so let's do them. Arrange the cosmos to reveal the complete all of the stars. Rotate the tiles to return the cosmos in order. Okay. Right. Like that. Uh-huh. That doesn't match, but that does. Like that. Like that. Down over there, like so. Like that. Yep, 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 yeah, maybe. No, that's better. Yes. 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 And yes. That looks right. Nelson, you are going insane. Perfect. Ow! Once you start making a few star patterns show up, the rest of the pattern is easy to flow together. Also, there's colors that you could just use to connect together. We just shaked hands with them and heard a scream, but okay. Hey, buddy. 2 Earths are receiving light from 3 suns. A sun is connected to one planet, giving full power to the to one Earth. If connected to two Earths, the sun shares power evenly. How powerful is the third sun? What? Okay, so the sharing evenly. Right, so the rules are that they're the suns have a power and they're sharing it if they got two beams and not sharing it if they got one. That means both of these have 30 power and it's 15, right? But they're doing the same here, but that has to be 10 then, if these both share power equals 15. No matter what, this is 30 from these two suns, as the same as this. So that means the leftover is 10.
Did you ever that man? Am I really floating? And then I tried some drugs. Have you ever been high as fuck?
Nah. I mean... this whole thing is actually reminding me of the, Undertale lie on the ground and feel like garbage moment. Each sun is... yeah, we already know. I already explained it. Whoa.
Who's there?
Okay. I see a werewolf. Hey, buddy. Get the sun's ray to hit the Earth using the angle of the satellites. Don't hit the moons or asteroids. Okay. Wait. Get the sun's rays? Okay, so it's gonna be a grid thing again.
I do that every day. It's kinda like a morning ritual, cool cat.
So if it goes... I'm guessing these are reflecting diagonals. In which case, can I just do... oh, I can't do that. But if I do this, this, and this... and then finally this... dush, 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 dush. Good. Nice. Simples. Accepted. So many achievements. There are only two satellites in the upper left and the lower right configurations, so the shortest path isn't possible. Instead, the path needs to move around the asteroids to take the long route to reach the Earth. Ah.
Agent Tevez, you're not allowed out.
Oh boy. It sounds like we're committing crimes in reality. Oh, that's a dead astronaut.
Damn, my pizza yummy.
Okay, there's a puzzle attached to this thing that isn't necessary, I guess? Raccoons like to take a dip in the lakes of Scoggins in groups. It's cold, so they hop out immediately and won't return for a while. Arrange the photos in chronological order. Huh. Interesting. So, the tracks lead me to believe it's this. First. This one's the last because of all the tracks leading around. These two, though, need to try and figure out the differences. Oh, there's more that's gone into the water this way. So I think the way it's trying to trick you is having like the raccoons all being like water, like already like drenched in water, but in reality it's the tracks, and then these two get just figured out via how wet or frosted they are. I think that's correct then. Because they go into the water and then they get out and leave. I'm pretty sure that's right. I mean, I'm not 100% because I feel like I missed something, but gut instinct? Fuck! Focus on the first 2 groups of 3 raccoons and figure out the remaining photos. Okay. Fuck. I feel like tracks are what clearly show you why things are the way they are. Oh, wait a minute. There are different tracks in this one. I didn't see. I think that's right. Yeah. I didn't see the other tracks. Damn it. Close enough. Okay. Game saved after a puzzle is beaten. Well, that was completely unnecessary, but let's carry on with Nelson's puzzles. Can you figure out the lunacy algorithm Olaf created? Arrange the mathematical elements in proper order. Dude, if I'm thinking correctly, this is supposed to like make a face or something, right? At least that's what I think. Then again, I'm completely losing my own mind here. I mean, specifically, the plus can't go at the end. I mean, I don't know if there's a specific thing here. Let's get a hint to see what's going on here, because it's obvious we're not supposed to listen to the actual equations. Finding some logical pairings and functions like parenthesis. Like this can't be changed. This 2 4D over pi. I'm gonna just attempt this. Okay, apparently I was right. It didn't really make much sense to me, but okay. 2 plus signs can't go together, so we know the square root piece won't be inside the parenthesis, nor can it be at the end of the formula. The S piece is a symbol of the integral, meaning what comes after it is and function and cannot be at the end. No wonder it took Olaf 20 years to solve the lunacy. Okay, cool. I mean, again, it kind of requires some extra knowledge, but I don't know.
Wall of whispers, tides of consciousness.
Oh my god, we are naked and nobody's shooting us, I guess.
Kirchhoff's principle. Rotation affects orientation.
Okay, we have gone insane. Nelson is in his underwear with only one sock and is gone insane. And nobody's stopping us, ironically.
The moon's gone black. Must hurry.
Unlock the module using the control module. Make a program to move all of them into the free receptors. Each command will move all of the electrons. The electrons won't move if the circuit chip is in the way, but it'll keep its energy. Electron entering a burnt out area will die. Electrons in a receptor will stop moving. Only one electron can occupy a receptor. All electrons must reach a receptor. Okay. Cool. Okay, what I'm thinking here...
Try up, left, up.
Stop!
Up,
I didn't
right,
ask!
up,
Mark,
up,
I didn't ask!
Left, left, left.
I didn't try. I'm not listening. I'm not listening! Alright, so in that sense, we've kind of like made a space here for these two. That's not actually gonna work, I don't think. Up. Up. Left, down. Down. Up. Left. If I'm doing this correctly, up, left, down, up. No, that doesn't work. Maybe like this though. Up, left. No, that's just a waste of time. Ugh. Up, left. Down. Left. Up. Up. So, dush. Should be like that. Then if I do right. Up. These two should be like here. And this one should be at least here, I think. Maybe? So I think. Or maybe they should be here. Oh, I don't know actually now I'm thinking about it. Up. Left, down, left, up. Right, up. Up, left, down, left, up, right, up. Up, left, down,
What you just did
left.
will fry the cursive.
Yeah. I'll figuring it out. It has to be like this. Left. Down. Actually, you know what? I'm going about this all wrong. No. Maybe I should just go up, without having to instantly try and get multiple in at the same time. I should like leave one down here. So up, left, up. So there's one left here. I could go for the left side or the right side, regardless. Wait, what? What just happened? I didn't click clear all. What? Jesus. Up, left, up, left, up. So these two should be in these respective ones. This one should be here or here?
First row correct.
Right. Up, left, up, left, up. So it should be here. So I went up, right, up. So up. From here, so up. Right. Oh my god. Right. Up. There we go. Dush. In. Dush, and dush. The difference with the last game's version of that was that they stay in where they are. I was essentially trying to do it a weirder way, which, meh. Yeah. Dunzo. Okay.
That did it.
Good job, Nelson. You're not insane, maybe? Oh boy. Okay, it's malfunctioning, actually.
Yippee.
Also, why are none of this secret agents stopping us? Oh boy.
Destroy!
Again, none of the agents are stopping us. Okay. Why is the moon that close during the morning? Okay. Right, this is close. We're getting close to the ending, though. Nelson needs to take the lunar ray to Lake Sven's, but is under the lunar ray's effects. Help Nelson maintain focus by making ordered connections between the floating objects. Draw a path between each object in this order. Space equipment moon, lunar algorithm hitting people. So NASA moon diagram gnomes. NASA moon diagram gnomes. NASA moon diagram gnomes. NASA moon diagram gnomes. God, this is kind of slowing itself down, isn't it? Whew.
Yeah.
So right in the middle of the lake.
Oh no! I'll never be able to destroy it in time.
Hello, Bigfoot. I guess she was right. Okay. That worked out, I guess. Thank you. Look, Nelson, maybe we should just ignore that. The more you ask questions in this case, this seems to be the more insane you become. So let's just leave that as it is. Huh, we got to keep our job, I guess. Greetings, Nelson. OXO.
Welcome back, Special Agent Tethers.
They're actually together
Jim.
still.
Anything exciting happen while I was away?
Oh, never
Yo,
mind that.
Bigfoot.
I got the latest
Lad up,
issue of
homie.
Puzzle Sensei.
How ya been? How's
think you could
Schwaz?
give me a hand with this one?
Hmm? What's the next number to come in the following sequence? Fuck, we're really ending on one of these. 31, 59, 90, 120. Fucking Christ. I don't know, honestly. It's probably gonna be another bullshit, like, you need to know this kind of the understanding of the prime numbers first. Or something, right? No, it's not, but maybe all of them are going up in a number of faction ability, the amount of fractions or similarities. Let's take the hints first. This solution uses basic addition, really? 31 to 59 is 90. But then it's 30 to this one. So, no, it uses the first two as addition to 90. So am I supposed to say it's 210? Is that it? Because it kind of removes the fact that these two should add together to this one, but maybe I am just insane. Yep, I'm insane. Think about what the first number represents. Four, 14, 9, 12, or 3. Look at the first number. Does it remind you of anything? Reminds me of pi, again. Numbers correspond to the days of each month in the Gregorian calendar. Right. I'm done. You gotta know the numbers of every day in every month first before you figure out this puzzle. Whatever. Shitty fucking puzzle. I hate them. I hate every fucking sequence puzzle because there's always like a trick to understanding a certain type of like extra thing to it, right? You have to like know something else before you can figure out the sequence.
I just added 31 to 120 LUL.
Yeah, it's stupid. I hate sequence puzzles. And this game had way more compared to the first game, which I don't think the first game had even one that I disliked. Even if there were any sequence puzzles. Yeah, great. Good job. What a weak puzzle to end on. I think that's the last one as well. I got all the puzzles done, though.
Solved. Don't look so disappointed, Jim. That was a hard one.
It's not that. I'm just going to miss your help when I'm transferred.
Transferred?
Yeah, I've been relocated to the Tundra Division, Arctic Circle outpost. When the directors found out I'd warned you they were sending agents to Scoggins, they called it a breach of protocol.
Oh, Jim, I feel terrible. Here, take this. My entire back collection of Puzzle Sensei magazines, since issue number 1.
Wow! but aren't they full of the answers?
I use tracing paper.
You don't miss a thing, Nelson. Hey, is that a postcard from the Davners? Good to see they're happy anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy. What could go wrong in Bermuda?
Bermuda, huh? It's almost as if they're hinting towards another game they'd want to make. Sadly, though, it has never come. That is the second and final entry into the Puzzle Agent game. The Grickle, of course, the person behind these games and his own animations and illustrations and comics, he does pretty much the similar kind of thing, I believe. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. The Grickle universe. Graham Annable. But yeah, this game, like I said before, I really didn't feel like this game needed to be made. The whole reveal of the gnomes or the hidden people are actually from the moon. I don't know, it just feels like, oh, it isn't actually like cosmic, it's not like reality breaking down, or like minds themselves are like breaking because of this place. It's nothing to do with like actual cults or anything.
Less than the first game.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, this game is much shorter. Even though I had way more trouble with the puzzles in this one, and even then, the puzzles as well were not as enjoyable. They felt very much like recycles of the first game, and just repeating themselves over and over, which, there were some good ones, but a lot of them were kind of meh. Like I said, this game is much less enjoyable compared to the first game. It isn't bad, it's just not as good. And I still hold that, yeah, you could play the first game and end there, feeling satisfied, knowing that there was some cosmic horror in the woods that was completely unexplainable, that's been whispering into people's brains for some unknown reason, and you just end the game not being allowed to investigate any further.
It's just not as good.
Yeah. I would say though, like, if this game was set in a completely new location, new people, new mystery to solve, I feel like it would have been so much better. But yeah, trying to peek behind the curtain, trying to figure out what was going on is what makes this kind of not as good. So yeah, if they did, like, I would want another puzzle agent game set in a new, like, location, new characters, new mystery. I want it,
made
but,
a different mystery and put this as DLC.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Make this DLC to the first game and then make a completely new game and a new mystery. Hell, they even, like, hinted towards another mystery happening in Bermuda at the end of this one. But yeah, that seems to be it. Oh! Interesting, something happened, but my game isn't showing that. Whatever it is. But, yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is in fact one of my Puzzle Agent 1 is without doubt one of my favorite Puzzle Agent games. Oh, there's still like a couple puzzles in here, I think. Wait, hold on. What was that? Would you like to try the Ludum puzzle? Oh, no. No, thank you. I already beat that. I beat everything here. Would you like to see the credits? And that's everything, yeah. So we're done. We beat the game. And I did all the puzzles in this game, too. Supposedly. What are these? Guide the robot to his girlfriend by avoiding the two guards. The robot will always move first. Command a relative to the robot's feet. Move forward. Wait, back it up. clicked on Super Robot here. I should pick the first one first. I don't know where these... I got a achievement saying I completed all the puzzles in Scoggins, but I guess maybe I missed these, maybe? Or maybe they're just secrets at the end. Guide the robot, save his girlfriend. It's while avoiding the guards. Okay. Robot will always move first. Commands are relative to the robot's feet. Move forward will move the robot to where its feet points. Return to keep the robot in place, but will keep the robot in place, but turn left or right to where the robot is facing. The guard will move 1 square forward each turn until it reaches a wall. Then it'll take 2 turns for it to turn around, and then the guard will walk back and continue again. Okay. So the guard is going to go down and then turn around and go up. So if I turn and go forward... And then turn back. How do I get rid of that? Ugh. And then go forward. I'll be here, ready to be with this guy. He'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. If I turned again. He'll turn again in another move. And then 1, 2. I wouldn't be able to get into there until he was out of my way. But if I wait long enough, so he's looking to the right. If I stop one more, he'll be looking forward. Stop again, he'll be here. If I go forward, he should be here. If I turn right, he'll start turning right. If I go forward, turn left, then go forward, I should be here. If I go forward again and turn right, I should be turned to go down there. So go forward, turn left, and go forward. And I've saved my girl. Let's see. Alright, stop. Oh, fucking
But the robot
Christ.
moves first, and by your movement he will walk into the guard.
I thought I had, like... I thought the guard moves at the same way that I do, but no. I messed it up. I need to pause him one more time, I guess. I move first before the guard does, which, yeah. I thought the guard and me moves at the same time. But apparently, I move first. Yeah, reject me. I just need to move it, okay, yeah, I know. So move all of this over by 1, I think, and pause us a little longer. At least that's what I think. Okay, this should work. Up. Stop. Move forward. Please. Yeah. Now I can turn and move. Ah, crap, that's again. Fuck, how do I do this? I don't have enough space to get in. Well, maybe I need to go from the bottom. Crap. Okay, this is actually a lot more tough. Okay. Rejected again, yeah. Sure. Reset. I think maybe turn and go forward until we get to the bottom, and then turn round again, then go forward.
Let me try and figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out myself. So maybe I'm down here, or like here, And at this point, this guard has gone dush, 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 turn, turn, and dush. So it should be here while I'm here. If I try to rush from here, I'd have to go forward, left, forward, right. So that's 4 moves for me to still be here. While it would go 1, 2, 10, 10. And I would be able to do that. Okay, so forward, left, forward, right, forward. I guess maybe I should have realized that maybe all of these need to be taken into account, and then everything else to get us into position of our girl. Oh, that's not right. Wait, is that... Did I mess that up? I don't know. So, that, down, 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 left, up, up, left, up, right, forward, forward, right, forward, forward, left, forward. It's a lot less used. I think that's correct. So 10, down, 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 10 again, forward, forward, 10 again, forward, 10 again, forward, forward, 10 again, forward, forward, 10 again, forward. This would go 10 down, forward, 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 10, 10, 10, forward, it would be here while that's there. So when I go forward, it would go here. If I turn, it would go here. Forward, it would turn. I think this is right anyway. So let's submit it. Let's see if it works. Turn, turn, forward, forward, turn, forward, turn, forward. Yay! My girl! I might be stumpy and my torso is my face, but goddamn if you don't got the curves. Yay! That's the third one, but... Yay! Whew. That one was a hard one. The robot saved his girlfriend from the guard. How? Kinda just got to your girlfriend. Well, super robot. Guide the robot to save its girlfriend by avoiding the 2 guards. Right. Wait, is there something else to the robots this time? Guards will start moving to the right when they hit a wall. They'll move to the left without turning. Without turning. If they hit a left wall, the next move will be to the right square.
Robot?
You can if you want. I'm gonna try and figure it out on my own as well, though. So, these rules are different, though, because, instead of the guards having to turn with us, we have to instead have the guards will start moving to the right when they hit a wall. They'll start moving to the left without turning. Hit a left wall, and the next move will be going to the right square. So they'll essentially go left and right consistently, which is interesting. We need to get to our girl from here. If we go down, down, we'd instantly hit the guard. Down, stop, down. Well, maybe down, stop, stop, down. Right, forward. Wait, maybe that's too much time. We move first before the guard does, so we can't move into them. That's still a thing. So if they're in that spot, we can't move forward until they've moved out of it. It's down, stop, stop. I'm gonna put some of this stuff in just to make certain here. Down, stop, stop. That's what I'm putting in. So it'll be here. This guard will be dush, dush, dush. Then I can go forward again. Turn left. Forward. But under this conditions, it'll be dush, dush, dush. Dush, dush, dush. And I'll be there. So I can turn right and go forward. Dush, 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 dush. That's 5. Dush, dush, dush. And I'll be there. So I'll be safe. This guard will be going to the right as well. Dush. Dush, dush. Dush, dush. Then dush, dush, dush. It'll be here. While I'm sat in that corner.
Try.
That's there, right there.
Pause. Pause. Up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Pause. 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 Up. Left. Up. Right.
All right.
Up.
I'll let you figure this. I'll go with your
That's my guess,
puzzle
at least.
marker. Yep. I've already gotten most of that already, but let's put that in then. So, up, pause, pause, up, right, pause, up, right, up, left, up, pause, 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 up, up, left, up, right, up. The fuck? Jesus. Alright, let's see. So, up, pause, pause, up, left, up, right, up, left, up, pause, 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 up, left, up, right, up. Alright, let's see. Pause, pause, up, right, up, left, up, pause, 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 pause. Yeah! This is pretty much what I would have gotten to as well. It's not that difficult, actually. Knowing that the guards move consistently in one way, though, that's way more easy to take into account. Instead of having to constantly keep in mind of their turning. But yeah. That's way more enjoyable than the ending puzzle of the main story. Nice! Submitted the correct answer for that. Completed all bonus puzzles unlocked after completing the main game. Nice! Just 2 extra puzzles gotten from that, but yeah, we did it. So, yeah, that's a way better ending to this
Yay.
game.
I solved it, cool cat.
Anyway, that's Puzzle Agent 2. I've already said everything I've thought about it. I still think that Nelson is a pretty great character to play as. A good player character. Don't really need to know much about him. You just the mannerisms he has is pretty fun and enjoyable. He feels like a human being who acts realistic. And yeah, it's a fun title. If they did continue making more, it would be fun, but this is an old game. I don't think they're ever going to come back to it. And it's also Telltale, right? Telltale has had its interesting history, hasn't it? Nevertheless, thanks for watching, Marker. Thanks for tuning in. Even if the beginning of this stream was a bit awkward with its clips and cuts. That's all then for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. I'm gonna change my ending farewell, goodbye-bye into a farewell instead. I feel like that's more knightly, right? So, farewell.